Okay, we're finally here. That took enough time, but we're here, so it's good. Let's stitch, because I need to finish Ramu, and yeah, we got not a whole lot of time left. Yo, Lone Wolf, welcome in, how you doing? Cool. Yo, Yona, how are you? Finally home, Yona, feeling better? Doing better? How's it going? What is up? Oh yeah, I needed a new needle, huh? This needle is rusty like usual. Next, I'm surprised you have a voice still. I mean, my throat hurts quite a bit at the end of the 24 hours, but it's like definitely feeling a lot better today. After the 24 hours, I was pretty done. Welcome back, man. What's up, Timmy? How you doing? Yo, Derp, Pakarati, welcome in. I didn't expect you to be live today. I mean, I got a stitch, dude. I got a stitch. I got to stitch. Okay. Next color we're gonna do. Trasmus to it's Timmy. It's still 1:12 until next week, until Sunday. One more week. You figure you'd still be too tired? Oh, whoops! This is in the wrong spot. Sorry about that. I might be very quiet. On the 5th day of Stressmas, my duo gave to me 500 pets. 4 waxing strips, 3 doppelgangers, 2 rainbow cats, and a baby in a pear tree. Loud Llama, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. It's very similar to last year, but I added the dogs and stuff, although it might flow a bit too fast, unfortunately. 500 pets, yeah. It's not 500. It's not 500 cats. It's 500 pets. It's 500 pets. So there's dogs and birds and like some of the other pets in there. The same, figured you'd be still too tired. I am. You're at 73 done. Damn, Pakarati, you're almost finished. We have an ad starting, by the way, because we start the ad in the first minute now. But you're all mostly subs, so sorry for anyone that does get an ad, but you'll be back in a few minutes. Yo, Kiros, welcome in. How you doing? What color am I gonna do? I think I'm doing this one. 912. 912. Yeah, that's the one we're gonna do. Okay, 912 it is. I have 2 colors of 2 stitches of single colors, which is ridiculous, but anyways. I don't need a lot of these colors anywhere, so I'm just gonna grab some floss. We'll go all the way down. Kiros, how you doing? Did you get your computer fixed, or not fixed, but set up? Was anyone able to help you? So I started Astrobot. Can 100% see why one game of the year. Man of 4 is still my personal pick, but it was deserved. Well, I'm glad you see it. I'm glad you still enjoyed Metaphor quite a bit. I can still feel like my voice is a bit off. I can still feel like my voice is a bit off. Later this afternoon? Oh, nice. You know how you feeling today? Did you actually get some rest? Did you get some proper sleep? Your voice is very much off. My voice is very much off. Yo, Tamirdan. Very kind of you, Bus Driving Pony. Loud Llama, thanks for the biddies, by the way. What's up? Oh, she's putting honey in my tea. Thank you. My throat doesn't hurt, but my voice is definitely off. Alright. 912 is where we go. Yo, Derp. That's right. We had the last hot take. There's no more hot takes. I have to change that. Instead of hot takes, we got the hot seat. We got the hot seat. The new game, or the new redeem. We're done with hot takes. Hot takes is shit. We got hot seats now. We got hot seats. What's the first hot seat? Didn't get any rest. I'm physically exhausted, but not really tired. That sucks. Okay. There's a lot less hot seat cards than there were hot take cards, but it'll still take a while to get through all these. The first hot seat. The first one. ever is, what is something I wouldn't do for $1 million? Something you wouldn't do for $1 million. What would you not do for $1 million? What would I not do for $1 million? Probably murder someone. What would I not do for $1 million? Where did my needle and thread? Oh, there it is. Kill someone? Yeah, exactly. Donate blood because I'm petrified of needles. Twinkle, for $1 million, you wouldn't donate blood? Kill my pet. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't kill my pet for that. It's rough. Why would anyone do that? Joe, do you really want me to answer that? I mean, honestly, think about the fact that it's me, and do you really want me to answer that one? I wouldn't do crime for $1 million. I wouldn't give my cats up for $1 million. But what if, okay. But if you can get other cats except for them. Oh, Kiros, it was, what is something I wouldn't do for $1 million? Twinkle, how you doing? Sandrala, welcome in. How you doing? Let me get. I am Mirrodin. Sorry, I have to get you that ticket, bus driving pony. I am Mirrodin. You got 4 tickets. They got 4 tickets. Depends on the crime. I wouldn't do the real heinous crimes. That's true. There are my cats that I adopt and commit to. I wouldn't, and don't even have cats. Really, Bill. I would jaywalk for. This is what I wouldn't do. That's the kind of crime I get behind. There you go. You would jaywalk for $1 million. That's true. There's plenty I wouldn't do for $1 million. So the way that this game works, for context for how some of these questions are going to go, is that the person in the hot seat reads the thing out loud, and everyone in the room is supposed to write down an answer. It's kind of like fibbage almost. Everyone's trying to write an answer for what they think I'm going to write. And then I write my own thing. What would I not do for $1 million? And then everyone else wrote what they wouldn't do for $1 million, but in my voice. And then I have to read it, and everyone else has to guess which one I actually wrote. And you get points if you can guess mine, and people get points if you guess theirs instead. So it's kind of like a game like that. FF7 music is amazing. That's true, Bill. Now, if you were to ask what I would do for $1 million, I have answers ready with no hesitation. Would you give up your cats for $1 million? That would be a very tough answer, you mean? I don't know. On the 5th day of stress, Miss My Duo gave to me 500 pets. 4 waxing strips, 3 doppelgangers, 2 rainbow cats, and a baby in a pear tree. Julian, thank you very much. Well, I mean, I would consider it. Doesn't mean I'd do it. It's $1 million. Julian, thank you very much for the biddies. I really appreciate that. Ginger baby got 3 more. You got 43 tickets this year. I killed someone before I gave up my Poppy and Storm. Wow. Do you would never delete your plats for $1 million? I would easily delete my plats for $1 million. It just means I can make a new account and get them all again. That's easy. I would 100% give up my plats for $1 million. That's fine. Would I give up gaming and never play a game again for $1 million? Probably not. Because that's like giving up. Would you give up one of your hobbies? Would you give up one of your hobbies for $1 million and never be able to do it ever again? Like that's kind of rough. Sure, you have a lot of money, but what are you gonna do to pass that time? Find another hobby, I guess, but damn. Wait a minute, a baby in a pear tree? Yes. Yes. Queen's pregnant, bus driving pony. You're crossing your fingers, Ginger Babe. He'd give up cannolis? I'd give up cannolis. Cannolis are delicious, but I mean, like, there's other pastries. Even platting the cheesy rubber pen on a controller one? Of course I would get rid of that one. I don't think I could give up my car for $1 million. Would I be able to visit her? You mean your cat? Yeah, no. You want to play I Am Bread all over again? I could do that. That's fine. The second time's always easier than the first. It would be hard for, but yeah, I'd give up a hobby for $1 million. I'd miss knitting or gaming the most, but $1 million, yeah. You'd find something else? Congrats, by the way. Thank you, Lorelai. I give up work for $1 million? Oh, that's easy. I'd totally give up working for $1 million. Thank you, Bus Driving Pony. Is this USD or CAD? I mean, CAD's not really worth too much, but I mean, if it was American, you'd be getting like you'd be getting $1.3 million, $1.4 million. There is a ridiculously weird amount of stitches going around here. I'm like, there's no real nice way to stitch these. It's all kind of crap. It's all kind of crap. How's everyone's the rest of your weekend going? Stormy, I'm doing great. I'm feeling good. My throat is rough, but I'm feeling all right. That's true. You wouldn't give up work for $1 million. The interest isn't very high right now, so you'd basic living expenses. Yeah, you can't really live off of $1 million. $1 million will help make your life a lot easier in some respects, but yeah, you still need to make money. It's not that much anymore. You're right, Iona. Fickle, what's up? Welcome in. How you doing? Maybe they meant I'd give up my job and then, you know, work somewhere else. Pickle, welcome in. How you doing? I probably wouldn't give up working. My job is also what I enjoy doing. There you go. That's good. That's another thing. I mean, like, if you enjoy what you're doing, then you're not really... Are you working you're not working a day in your life if you enjoy what you're doing. But, I mean, you're still working, and some days are harder than others. I'm glad you're right. Thank you.
Day of stress, Miss My Duo gave to me 500 pets, 4 waxing strips, 3 doppelgangers, 2 rainbow cats, and a baby in a pear tree.
Thank you very much, Dueling. How is the crab? What crab is Yumino referring to on now? Yeah, I could understand that. I'd just move into the mansion with her. Impossible. But if she was going to block away to an extravagant mansion that she gets everything money could buy for a feline, I could visit maybe. That's true. He's happy and chilling next to my water kettle right now. Wait, you got a crab, Yumino? I should have posted. It's a Scrub Daddy sponge in the shape of a crab. Okay. I thought you got an actual crab. For a sec, when you said it was chilling next to something, I'm like, wait. Did you get a pet crab? Yumino. Pet crab. Yumino and the pet crab. To be honest, I don't dislike work at all. It's just been extremely busy lately. That's what usually happens at certain times of the year for sure. Just in the busy season, Bill. I thought of getting a hermit crab. Yo, Kasich, welcome in. How you doing? What is up? We'll rest next week, though. I have so many stitches to do, and so little time to do them all in. I have 1,000 stitches left on the cross stitch, and we have about... We're going to be doing about 100... We're going to be doing about, 300 and something each stream. We got 3 streams planned. We should finish this Thursday night. If I do end up doing some small streams Friday night, Saturday, it'll end up being like, what's it called? A few hours, nothing too long. But we'll probably end up playing like Bubble Bobble and like Pogo Stuck or something like that. Maybe a little bit of Dark Souls, but probably not. We'll end up seeing what happens. We'll see what happens. I do have a lot to do in both, but I need to practice more in Bubble Bobble. But the practice, like I really need to practice the actual, the levels I'm having trouble with, and not necessarily the entire run, because I'm not going to get better just doing the same first 30 levels constantly. I need to practice the 40s or 30s. I need to practice 30 to 40 pretty much. You have hermits, don't do it. Sandrala, really? Gotta count, no worries, queen. Not just busy season, but also learning to do more things and more responsibility. Oh. You probably never will, you just think they're cute. I like how the graphics are getting more for day one each time, yeah. Yeah, they're fun. I'm excited for the next few days, although I do have a lot of work to do to get them all ready to go. It took me a lot longer today to do the cat one, the pet one than I anticipated, to be honest. I was expecting to go a little bit faster. Since I know exactly what what it was, it took so long to add the new ones and then try to get something that looked good from the way that the system works. Evening, Zeusify, welcome in. How you doing? Nice to see ya. How have you been? What you been up to? How's the music? How's the gaming? How's life? I like how the graphics are getting more. Yeah. Yo. Oh. They're cute. The stories don't tell you they can live 30 years and need very specific living conditions that isn't cheap to set up initially. Most die within a couple of months because people don't know their requirements. Really? That's big sads. That is big sads. Also, has no one noticed anything different about me? Ah, new glasses. They're here. What about them? What's up, Candy Can? I was just expecting someone to say something. Meanwhile, this motherfucking beta fish won't die. Really, Timmy? Your beta fish just lives forever? Not me looking for baby blanket patterns. Like I don't have 500 other projects. Yeah, everyone's gonna be making us baby blankets. We're gonna have baby blankets for days. I mean, I'll take them. You did pick them, but they're here. They're finally here. Hello, been a while. I'm all good. Music is alright. Had my first gig and went as well as I could expect. Just trying to make my way in life. I hear that, Zeusify. Hopefully it's going well. It's nice to see you, though. My goodness, the jump to these stitches is atrocious. I guess it's a bit closer from there, but not really. I don't know. There's a couple of these stitches in the face here, but I think I'm gonna jump from underneath. It'll be a little bit easier, I think, just a touch easier. I forgot to feed it for a full week, and he was just chilling when we got home. Oh my god. I was looking into that once and was reading about how long they live. Whenever I get a pet, I try to be very careful about what I can handle. Yeah, always a pleasure, Joe. We don't just need baby blankets, guys. We need the booties and the head, the hand restraints, so the baby can't scratch their face. We could also do some stuffies for the Ami crew. Well, you got to be careful with the Amis or whatever with the eyes. And well, obviously, just don't put eyes unless you stitch them on or something. Silly babies. Gotta be careful. That was a pleasure, Zeus. What have you been up to lately? What have you been playing, man? Have you still been trophy hunting, or have you had no time? Storm, what have you been up to? How's your weekend going? I'm doing good, Slim Beauty. How are you doing? Welcome in. What is up? I have plenty of baby booties made if anyone needs them. Really, Stormy? How come? I think my husband is anxious for them to kick it so he can get the 4-foot tank out of his office. Oh. They do put everything in their mouth. Do is pregnant? Yes. I was making them for the Etsy shop. Oh, really, Stormy? Are you still going forward with that or no? Okay, where the hell am I going? These damn stitches are everywhere. I love how we're already talking about baby stuff and we probably don't know the... no, well, no one knows. We're not finding out until the baby is born. Well, not that we care. I mean, like, I'll put pink on my baby if it's a boy. I don't really care. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you think will get use out of anything. I gotta make new listings, but when I have time. Oh, okay. So make mint and cream in color, yeah. I'm good, just relaxing with my heating pad. I went grocery shopping this morning. Of how we're talking, yeah. Oh my god, I haven't trophy hunted in so long. I stopped playing games for a while, but just got back into playing some. Marvel Rivals has been fun, okay. I was just gonna send a 36-pack of Labatt and Canadian jersey for a baby. Get them started young, right? Exactly, why not? Why not? Gotta get them into the hockey very young. You're right, Candy Cane. That's how it works. Candy Cane, how was the rest of your weekend? You're free until, what, the end of the January, basically? Was that the last exam you had to proctor, or do you still have some more stuff? Or are all the youths, or all the kids, all the students, because some of them aren't young or youths or anything like that. Are they there to fend for themselves now, or crap? I'm supposed to do the one down here. I imagine Duo will receive an avalanche of crafted goods for baby. Yes, exactly. I think we're calling it's baby pear MTL, because it's a pear tree. So apparently, the baby's de facto stream name right now is pear. You're good. I've revamped my stream room a bit and did workout. Nice, Stormy. My son is currently wearing a pink shirt. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Imagine Duo will receive an avalanche. Yes, lots of boy with only sisters. There you go. Life of a boy with only sisters. I had no kids, but enjoy crocheting the clothes. I mean, I have to finish grading, but otherwise done until January. Slept a lot yesterday, though. I mean, you stayed up pretty late with us also, and you were there in the morning before we, before I got off. So, I mean, yeah, I would imagine you wanted to sleep a lot. I slept a lot yesterday, but I slept until about like 4:30. I went to bed at around 11, so I stayed up for like another hour. I slept for like 5 hours ish, off and on, and then we went to bed at like 9:30, 10, and I slept till like 8:30. So I'm better. My sleep schedule's not wrong. I am a bit groggy, and my brain was infinitely dead yesterday. Queen kept getting mad at me for like just. My brain was not working properly. My brain was not working properly. It was hilarious. Hopefully her morning sickness isn't too bad. She's doing a lot better now. It was pretty rough at the beginning, but she's feeling a lot better. Yo, Glunker, welcome in. How you doing? Mirrodin says, name the baby Stormageddon. So many silly names. I have to do all those stitches. Glunker, how you doing today? Welcome back. There's that stitch. We gotta start doing these ones. Let me just go down here. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do all of these. Probably quite a bit of time. I'm gonna get the majority of my stitches done probably near the beginning of stream, just because we're gonna do the, I guess, the longer colors, or I'm not sure. I have a couple of ones that only have a single stitch to their name, which is pretty lame, but it's just the way that it's gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump around. We're gonna lose a lot of floss here, so I'm probably gonna take probably gonna have to get more floss after. Maybe I'll end up doing a pin stitch after all this jumping. We'll do every single one of these stitches and then pin stitch at the end, I guess. Okay, I think that's the plan, because I'm going to be jumping here. So I'm going to do the full stitch. Then the full stitch again over here. Just playing some map 2. Oh man, good luck. That pogo's stuck. I might end up playing it a little bit on the weekend, but I played very sparsely. Yo, Boinary. I am tired, but I'm doing all right. Yo, what's up, Donut? How you doing? Tired, but definitely surviving. Now I need to jump. Wasting all of my floss doing these jumps, but anyways. These are fine. We do a single stitch here. We're gonna do, I think I have 4 stitches to do here. We're gonna finish all these up. And then we're going to stitch all these up. And then we're going to pin stitch and then move on to my next color. The big problem with this, with friggin' Ramu never... Ramu's colors are all over the place. He still has 46 colors for me to do in these 1,000 stitches. It is awful. The average stitches just keeps going down per color. It's like before was 30 and now I don't even know what it is. What's 40 something divided by 1,000? What's 46 divided by 1,016? That is the question. I have slowly growing hatred for bees. Is there a bunch of bees or is there a lot of honey? 4.6? No, not 4.6%. I'm saying how many stitches per? 46? No, that doesn't make sense. I had 30 something when I had 50 and 1,500. I meant how many stitches per, like what's the average stitch count? I switched the order of my pants and shorts drawer because it had me cold for a couple weeks and it's back to the 80s for this week too, really? Gets rid of your boost. Gets rid of your boost. What do you mean it gets rid of your boost? The boost like when you do a 180? Nathy, welcome in. How you doing? Okay, those ones are all done. That one's done, that one's done. Let me grab more floss. I wasn't expecting to grab more. So before when you hit the honey, it made you fall. So it makes you fall, but what do you mean to lose your boost? Yes, a 360 boost and the boost you get from falling. Oh, what? So you hit the honey, and when you hit the ground, you don't have the height advantage or whatever anymore? So you can't even get back up to where you were if you were to land properly. Because sometimes you would fall from the tree inside the tree area, and you'd be able to jump up to the branches very quickly, just because you have that height advantage. That's interesting. I wonder how they differentiate that, because I hate inconsistency in mechanics. It is annoying. Like, yeah, sure, you have a mechanic. Make it something else. Don't make it honey again. Make it like oil or something. You can land on the honey. Oh, so it's not like the honey that, because the honey in the first map made you fall. Like you can't jump on that. It just makes you fall or bounce or it does something stupid. Nethy, how have you been? So Timmy, it's really warm over there again. The weather's been yo-yoing over here also, but it's back down to cold again. It gets hot for like one day, melts everything or melts a lot of it, and then it gets freaking cold again, back down to -10. Donuts, how you doing today? What is up? What do you got planned with the kiddos? I can't believe there's like 10 days to Christmas. What is that all about? What even happened to this year? We keep saying it, but the time just keeps on going faster and faster. It's kind of ridiculous. It's gonna be May before I know it. I'm back to having my AC on and I'm mad about it. My energy bill has been so nice, yeah? No AC. I mean, you guys have to put on heating though, when it's cold. Unless the AC bill is worse than the heating bill usually. How good prepping for Christmas before you fly out? Where are you flying to? Going on a trip or are you meeting family? I guess it's both. Unless you're going on a trip to meet family and not necessarily going on a trip to... I mean, it could... Sometimes people go on vacation through Christmas. To see family 3 days before... Oh, just before Christmas, yeah? Hopefully you have a lot of fun. Is it a far trip? what has everyone got planned with their Sunday? It's 3 o'clock over here. We're going to be going till probably at least, well, I mean, we've been here for half an hour. We're going to go here for at least 3.5, well, for 3.5 hours. I have to get off around 6. So we're going to be stitching until about then. We'll see what we can get. I have a bunch of colors in front of me, and the plan is to finish all of these, but I don't know how that's gonna work out. We're almost done this color, which is good because I really need to book it with some of these. I don't have that many stitches left, in all honesty. Each one of these, like I'm doing the one with, other than the black, which is gonna be probably done on Thursday. The last color as always. Other than that, it's gonna be everything has 60 colors, 60 stitches or less, which is really not that much. Hey, what's up, Kylor? How you doing? Working on my essay. It's due tomorrow. Good luck. Hopefully it goes by quick. Hopefully you get it done. Do you have a lot finished or what? Colts kick off their game in about an hour and a half. Oh, you're just waiting for the kickoff. Hearing 10 days to Christmas stresses me out until I remember we finished getting gifts before Thanksgiving. Nice, Timmy. Whoops, sorry about that. Totally smacked my grip. Okay, so we go all the way down here. Just a short flight, that's good. I don't really go anywhere for Christmas. We just hang out here. I have to be careful. This one's fine. Again, more jumps all the way down to the bottom here. I think these are the... Oh, there's still 2 more stitches past this. I have 3 here, and then 2 more, and then that should be the color. So I'll think... I know how many stitches this is and how long it took me, so that was actually pretty fast. But the only problem is that's going to slow down quite a bit after this. So if I do the prediction, it'll be over under 100 an hour. That would be what I would do. So it's not based on whatever we did last time. It's always going to be over under 100, I think. But I mean, maybe that'll be too easy on the under. I don't know. I'm not sure for today. We're doing some fast. We're going to do some slow. That's for sure. So putting over under 100 for this might be interesting. It's just when we get to the point when I do like the black, and that's a lot of stitches. So that'll go by a little bit faster, but we'll see. More jumps all the way to the bottom. I might not be stitching, but man, I feel that. You got to jump all the way to the bottom. We're all the way at the bottom here. Have you ever stitched before, Glunker? Have you ever crafted? We do all kinds of crafting over here. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let me pin stitch here. Should grab one of those colors. That's what I should have done. We're going to be doing a lot of the staff today. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Gotta get all my chores done. Dogs need baths, clothes need washed. Just got back from the grocery store. I've got a busy day. I hear that. Have to vacuum later too. I either do that today after dinner or tomorrow after stream. But Mondays we do a lot of cleaning, so I don't know. What color do I want to do now? We just did that. We're going to do this one. We're going to do 611. Another green. Yeah. 611. What's the 3011? The 3011 is which one? Yo. Raven, welcome in. Thank you very much for that raid. I really appreciate that. If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Duo, variety streaming trophy hunter, usually playing games. We're going through Bubble Bobble, Dark Souls. We had a 24-hour stream on Friday. We were playing all kinds of stuff. Amata? Kill Wrath, welcome in everyone. Welcome Raiders. Yeah, so we play all different kinds of games here. We get platinum trophies on the PlayStation. We do a lot of crafting also, making this Final Fantasy cross stitch, which is looking extra epic. And we're going to be giving this away on December 22nd. The 12 days of Stressmas, we're in the middle of it. I still have 1,000 stitches to do, but we're almost there. I'm very excited to be finished with my project. It's coming along really well. That looks so amazing. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate that. How you doing today? Welcome in. You only just followed me more recently. Tell me a little bit about your stream. I'll drop you a follow, and hopefully I'll be able to come check you out next time. You were doing some makers and crafting. What were you working on? What kind of crafting do you like to do? Do you have any big plans coming up for December and the new year? Tell us a little bit about your stream. I'd love to hear about it. So yeah, over here we play games, we do crafts. We're finishing off Dark Souls 3 and trying to get Bubble Bobble done. I don't know if you've ever played Bubble Bobble, but I'm playing the original one from 1986, the arcade game, and it is rough. I have to do 100 levels in arcade before, with one continue. If you ever played an arcade game from the 80s, all it wants to do is steal your quarters, so it is extra brutal. But for the 24-hour stream, we did some cross stitch, we played some Jump King, we played Pogo Stuck, we played Astrobot, we played some Hidden Cat game, which was really cute, played some Bubble Bobble, some Dark Souls. So it was a lot of rage-inducing games and a couple of chill ones. We also even played My Loot. Hello, I usually follow... Oh, and Pix's stream. Okay. Usually make jewelry with glass beads and seed beads. That's cool. That is where I first played my first video games. The arcades, Raven. Nice. Yeah, no, Bubble Bobble. Pix is one of his favorite games is Bubble Bobble. He's a huge fan. So he's been having a kick watching me struggle. But yeah, that game is brutal. I made a snowman and angel earrings. That's really cute. If you would want to join the Discord, we have a great section in the crafting area. If you would like to... I missed a couple of stitches, damn. If you would like to... give me a second. If you would like to share what you were working on today, I'd love to share it with everyone else in the stream. I'm going to go back to this. I'm glad I still had a bunch of this. This is the 612. I missed 2 colors. 2 stitches. Let me do those. Thanks for the follow, Cybriarla. Sorry. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Thank you very much for the follow. She's an awesome lady to chat with. You swear, don't. Sorry. Cybriala. Okay. No R there? You don't pronounce the R? Cybriala. Sib is fine. Okay. Sib is perfect. Thank you, Sib. I appreciate that. Do you do any crafting yourself? And if anyone would like to get the Discord link out, I'd appreciate that. Okay, last 2 stitches. They're supposed to be in her head somewhere. These 2. All the way up here. Perfect. That's where these ones are. Okay. Almost missed them. 2 last stitches. Thank you guys. Iron Kill, welcome in. How you doing? Did you finish? How far are you in Death Stranding? Are you almost done? I do, but not on stream. Okay, that's cool, Sib. You play more games than I guess. This looks epic. To be fair, Pix made this. Pix made this pattern from a bunch of different pixel art from the different Final Fantasies. So it's not just one Final Fantasy. He took different summons from different games, because like each of them, they're all the same name and they have similar styles, but they always look a bit different between the games. So he grabbed them from different games to kind of try to match certain colors and stuff like that, and it turned out really good. It is looking pretty epic. I've been lurking a bit while you work on this, so amazing. Thank you, Raven. I appreciate that. Yo, Death Stranding is done. Story-wise, I have 4 achievements left to get. What do you have to get? What is left? My favorite thing in Death Stranding was like creating all of the different paths. Taxi, good afternoon. How you doing? He makes amazing patterns. Pix does a great job. You try to? What do you like to play? I'm using a like a square frame, like a Q-snap, not a branded Q-snap. I'm using whatever you get at Michael's, the Michael's brand, like Hoops and Thread or something like that. The bees mock me as I slip. Glunker, it's hard, man. It's hard. Okay, so where are we starting? Okay, so I'm gonna start up here. Okay, we're gonna start right here, I believe. Right here. Taxi, how you doing? How's the rest of your weekend? What'd you guys do on Saturday? Hey, Happykins, welcome in. This picture is amazing. I can't imagine how much work went into it. Probably about 130, 140 hours. More than that. Something like that. It's been enough time. That's for sure. I'd have to get the exact time for it, but yeah, it's quite a bit. I hear you'd consider giving up your cats for 1 mil. I think this might be why they cling to Queen more. I never said I would. The thought could cross your mind, though. $1 million is a lot. Okay, now, back down here. Okay, what we need to do... I'm going to lurk and do some bead cleanup. No worries, Raven. If you do post anything, let me know so we can have a look. Anything and everything just started on MGS. Oh, for the first time ever. Nice, Sib. Metal Gear Solid's pretty sick. I played that when I was a kid for a bit. I mean, I think I beat the first one. I beat the second one. I never got into the third. I love the fourth. The fourth one's my favorite, and I really do not like the fifth game. There is so much Metal Gear, though. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Pickle came over yesterday. Oh, you went out for sushi lunch. Nice. Sounds like fun. Sushi's great. We haven't had any in a bit. Would have had some at Peas and Rice's place, but it fell. It fell on the ground, man. The Legend of Legends premium deliveries. Oh, get BB to level 5 and then have all the other achievements unlocked. That's not too bad. I mean, the legendary ones are a little bit annoying. I think because you can only do... I can't remember exactly how it works to, like, get them. That and I think... were they longer or harder? You have to do them... Oh, no, you have to do them quick without any damage. Like, there are certain ones that are a little bit easier. Man, I can't remember... I remember it being half a pain, but it's not that bad. That's enough Pogo for today. What else do you play, Glunker? How are you doing? MGS5 is good as a stealth game, but terrible for story. No, I don't agree, Ironkill, at all. I didn't like the stealth one bit because it didn't feel as designed as all the other games. All the other games were like handcrafted, it felt like, and 5 felt a little too... It was too open to be well designed. Every single time I got into a mission, I would try to be as thorough as possible, try to be as stealthy as possible, make sure I know where all of the enemies are, and somehow, there's always one jerk that got in my blind spot. I don't know how the hell I would always miss one person. And there's like 30 guys in this small little room, but since you can approach it from any direction, they have to be like, they like really ramp up everything, right? And then I would just, oh, they saw you. I'm like, well, I guess I'm going murdering again, and I would just murder everybody, and then there you go, game over, all done. Like, basically, I would try my best to stealth. Inevitably, someone would see me, and then I would murder everyone with rockets or like whatever. And then I didn't like that experience. It never felt fun. The fourth one was my favorite one. It was so good. I love the fourth. How did it fall? So basically, Big Steak had like something on his hips, on his lap. That's the word I was looking for. He had something on his lap that he was using to draw, and then they put the tray of sushi on his lap, and then he adjusted very quickly, like he just kind of did one of those, and then it tipped, and then everything was very slippery, and it slid right off very quickly, and then boom, everything's on the floor. I'm glad you're liking it. It felt like you threw it off the table and blamed the sushi. That is not what happened. That is not what happened. Been playing a lot of Team Fortress 2. Oh, that's an old one, man. How long has Team Fortress 2 been out? And they still somehow keep updating it. Valve is a little crazy. Just a little crazy. Where are all these stitches going? There's so much confetti in this, it's hard to kind of keep track of where I need to go for these stitches. I'm like, you have to pay like extra attention to where all this stuff is, and then I still end up missing a stitch or two. They're just all over the place. It's a very hard. So yeah, Sib, you're enjoying MGS. What kind of crafting do you do though? Been playing a lot of TF2 since 2007. Don't they keep updating it? They keep putting stuff. They keep adding things. They don't keep updating it, but over the years they've added stuff. Even, you know, almost 20 years later. Sometimes there's little things that they do. There's always something. There's always some weird little thing. Like every 5 years there's something. Yeah, that might have been the last really big one, but I always end up randomly seeing in the news that Valve did something to Team Fortress. Although, don't they have that new game that just came out? Or like it's like in some weird closed beta? Like Deadlock or something? I'm not sure exactly what kind of game that is. I just remember, I always see it in the damn news. Deadlock, that's it. But that's like not officially released or something? I don't know. Valve has an interesting business model. They're so different as a company. Also helps that they have Steam. Basically just print money. Okay. So a lot of these stitches are getting finished. We're doing the two big amount of stitches I have left. We'll slowly get down to the ones where I barely have anything. Okay, so we're doing these ones. We're gonna go down. Yumino, how's the cat coming along? Taxi, have you been working on your chocobo? Teaching myself to crochet at the moment. I learned how to crochet last year. I haven't done any cross stitch since I was younger. Oh, really? My mom taught me how to do this when I was a kid. So I used to do it a long time. I used to do it a lot, sorry, when I was a kid, but then I slowly stopped. I picked it back up in my 30s when I started streaming, and it's been a blast to get back into it, especially with all the different friends I've made. That's not the right stitch. I need to go down over here. Not really, unfortunately. Really, Taxi sits with her white bulky yarn starting project 501. Are you crocheting or knitting, Bus Driving Pony? The only time Valve updated Team Fortress 2 is when the community does some massive petition protests. Then they had like 4 maps and 10 hats, something like that. I did get a bunch done on the last meetup I went to. Almost finished the first color, mostly confetti. Confetti's the worst. Slowly, I may work on it later, but we also need to go grocery shopping and I need a nap, I think. I woke up at 5 a.m. coughing. Oof. That sucks. That was like, you said you woke up yesterday also in the middle of the night to find me looking incredibly exhausted, but because of a coughing fit. Do you ever go get, like, Queen gets some problems with her ears every once in a while. She has to go get them drained, but they don't make her cough. They just make her, like, her hearing sounds really weird and it gives her, like, headaches or something, but she doesn't really cough from all that. So I wonder what the ear problem you're having is. Crochet. If I try to knit it, it won't be ready in time to get there? Oh, wow. Crochet is considerably faster than knitting. I don't know why knitting has to be so slow. Crochet is so quick. It's very nice. So what are you trying to crochet then, Sib? My grandma taught me to sew this and knit, so adding the crochet in now. So Sibria, that's like Sib. Sorry, that's like me. My mom taught me how to cross stitch and how to knit, but the knitting was more like I asked her how to knit, whereas the cross stitch she kind of taught me, my sister, and my brother, all of us. She taught all of us how to cross stitch. Her main craft was cross stitch. Like my grandmother's knit and crochet, but she didn't really do a lot of that. She knows how, and she taught me how to knit and everything, but it was mostly the cross stitch is what she did. I learned how to crochet from pics, actually. Did you get the monitor set up? Crochet. Yeah, dude, my squirrel brain switches ideas all the time. I don't get anything done. Yeah, taxi. It's 4 a.m. that time. Not yet. I need to get a plank or something to cut down so I can add a brace under the desk. Ooh. My ear is feeling better overall, so I'm hoping this will go away soon. But the air has been dry and there's still a lot of ash around from the fire, so I'm sure that made it worse. Ooh. The stand actually fits, but the frame of the desk is too thin to support it, and too thick for the clamp to go to the bottom of the table surface. I type too fast and don't proofread half the time. I apologize. Socks, you know, start off easy. No worries, Sib. It's all good. You gotta start off easy. I hear that. So, I mean, I feel like socks are hard. I feel like the easiest thing I've ever done was, okay, I have the pin stitch here. Scarf. Scarf is the easiest, but then again, for crochet, it's a bit different too. Maybe learning a granny square or just doing a ball. Pix showed me how to crocheting some blue balls. Made some lovely blue balls. They're matching. Alas, I have to run and lurk. I need a shower. I will hopefully catch you again. No worries, Sib. Have a good one. See you later. Enjoy the shower. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and hopefully we'll catch you soon. All right, so where are we going? I just did that. I just did that. I have to do a lot more in the beard now, so let's finish this off. Yeah, everything left is pretty much in the beard. Okay, so where am I starting here? It's supposed to be over here. Okay. But thank you, Figlet. If the first desk clamp I've had that ever came close to fitting properly, You always like wall mount your stuff, so satisfying. Sunshine, welcome in. How you doing? Cross stitching is quite satisfying for the most part. It's just very time consuming. The projects always take forever, but the art you get is fantastic. It's just analog pixel art. He's fantastic. Where am I going here? Go down there? Perfect. Okay. Most of it is on my desk. It's a mess, but I have one monitor wall mounted. Okay. Yeah, mine just sit both on my desk. They do take up a lot of room though, but I have a fairly deep desk, so that helps give me a little bit more room on the actual desk part. Although everything I use on that is basically just all clutter. So if I had a narrower desk, maybe it might be a bit better, but who knows? Who knows? Where are we going? If I'm there, at some point I do have to jump across there, but is it better to jump from here? Maybe. Maybe it is. I'm gonna have to grab more floss regardless. Rachel Reb, welcome in. How you doing? Getting that cross-stitch ticket. You got 2 tickets this year. Congratulations. Rachel, how you doing today? Hey, I'm just studying law and wanted to see some art. Do you do any art yourself? Have you ever cross-stitched before? Okay, so there's a few stitches here. I'm probably gonna have to pin stitch very soon. Well, we're getting a lot of these done, so that's not too bad. Come down here. Good, thank you. How are you? I'm doing good, Rachel. It's nice to see you. What have you been up to with your weekends? Okay, so that's here, that's there. Perfect. Hey. How's it going? All right. How's your crafting? Sure. That's weird. Wi-Fi is not always good sometimes. Damn Wi-Fi. Not much. Been doing a bit of Christmas shopping. Christmas shopping. Ours is I think ours is pretty much done. I don't think we have anything left to buy. We wrapped everything also yesterday. So that's fun. We are pretty good. Anyone else? Does anyone else have to do last minute running around for gifts? Or are you pretty much done for all of your shopping? A lot of people have been getting it done earlier and earlier. I feel like that's the thing to do. I think my mom used to buy stuff throughout the year. You see something that might work, so you pick it up. It's not always easy, though. Sometimes people's likes and interests change. Imagine if something changed. Imagine you bought something and then all of a sudden you find out that that person does not like that stuff anymore. And you're like, well, damn, when I bought it, you loved it. And then, you know, 6 months later, they're just totally burnt out on it and they don't want to see anything to do with it anymore. Like, well, too bad. You're getting this for Christmas anyways. I already bought it for you. I did mine yesterday. Really, Sandra? I'm trying to figure out how to crochet coasters to use as gifts. Nice. Hi Laura, how have you been lately? What have you been up to? Joe, you can go ahead and say my child. I know he does that shit. It drives me nuts, does he? Oh no. What was the last thing you bought for them that just did not end up going in your favor because their likes and their likes shifted? What was the last thing? 611. Let's keep doing this. Yo, Kazzy, welcome in. How you doing? What's up, Kazzy? Looks like I'm always gonna need at least 2. I have a couple of things coming from Amazon today. I want to pick up a gift certificate at our new Lego store for our elderly neighbor. She's a Lego fiend. That's cool. Never mind, bear back gotta be no worries, Kazzy. A journal covered in mushrooms. He uses it, but he's like, Mom, I like penguins, not mushrooms now. Now, right? That's the worst. I don't even like that anymore. Keep up with my interests. I hate sharks now. It's all about the squirrels. And then all of a sudden, I don't like squirrels anymore. What are you talking about? That was last week. Now I like puffins. Mostly school, thankfully things have been fairly chill. I'm glad to hear that. She started doing the kits with her grandson. He has poor dexterity, so she ended up doing most of it and fell in love with it. Aw, that's cool. I'm glad she liked it. That's very sweet. Squirrels are awesome always. Not for kids. They shift. Can't keep up with the interests. So we have 1 to do in here. Okay, so we're just kind of peacefully going down this thing's beard. After this color, we'll get the prediction on how fast do I go? Over, under 100. That's what it's gonna be, and then we'll probably use this baseline, this Ramu baseline for the next prediction on Tuesday. And then we'll see what ends up happening Thursday. I'm not sure. Well, we're not going to do the guessing game because it's too... I don't know. We could do the guessing game, but I'm basically predetermining how many stitches I'm doing, more or less. We're doing I picked which colors I'm doing, and they equal to about 300 and something stitches per stream, more or less, unless I don't end up doing all of these. Who knows? I guess I could do the prediction, but know that I only have 1,000 stitches left, and I'm trying to evenly distribute all of my colors. So it's going to be a lot of people guessing between 275 and 350 stitches. Except for the last day, then you can't guess, because then you know exactly how many I have left. Not much. Not to mention I tell you at the beginning how much I have left. Guess 999. Imagine if I did every single last color today. I mean, that would be impossible. I do not have the time, but there would be no stress panic stitching. The panic stitching is everyone loves the extra stitch streams. We're getting all the stitch streams. The only thing is, like, I have it's still gonna take me a lot of time to finish all of these stitches, mainly because, like, there's so much color switching. I can't believe Ramu, this little area that I'm stitching in, is gonna have 46 colors. 46 colors all in here. That's it. Like, it's ridiculous. Also, if anyone does have something to post in the Discord, drop it in. We'll go have a look. Probably very soon, so go do it. Go have a look. We have an ad coming up in like 5 minutes. So after we're done this color, before or during when we get the prediction in, we'll go check out the Discord. So if anyone wants to post anything, if anyone already has posted something, hopefully Raven posted something, we'll go have a look then and share it. We didn't do that during the 24-hour stream, but do it again today, as usual. Hey, Vintage, how you doing? Welcome in. What is up? How's your weekend been? What you been up to? Well, that just sounds like 2 free tickets for everyone in chat on Thursday. The perfect guess, Candy Cane. Let me guess how many Duo missed instead. Oh, that could be interesting. How many stitches do I have left? That's like reverse math. It's like the same thing. Welcome back, Kazzy. Stitches is going all right today. We're on our second color. But we have a lot of we still have a fair amount to do. Oh, I think I did that color. Yes, I did. That one's done. Okay, perfect. So far so good, Kazzy. So far so good. We have many a color to do. 46 colors to be exact. I have like 10 colors out today. So again, the average is about 30 stitches a color. I've been good, thanks, dude. Just lazy one. You just had a lazy weekend. So hopefully a nice amount of time to relax. You back to work? You usually, when do you always have the exact same shifts? Like, you always work like Monday to Thursday and you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, or like the other way around? I know you do 4 days, like longer shifts. But I don't know if it's always the exact same days throughout the week. Happykins, how you doing today? How's the rest of your weekend been so far? Kazzy, I'm doing fairly well. I'm still a bit tired. Obviously, I don't know when I'm going to recover. 24 hours is a long time to be up. We made it through pretty good. I don't know if it was my smartest move playing Dark Souls for 7 hours near the tail end of a 24-hour stream, but I did better than I was expecting, to be honest. I even beat a boss in a first try. It was probably the easiest boss I did out of the ones that we had. Some of the other ones definitely took me a number of deaths to figure out. Okay, okay, everything looks pretty good. I think I did every single stitch. So I'm going to pin stitch down here, and we'll move on to the next one. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Just tired, but for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. Maybe we'll watch a Christmas movie tonight. We're slowly trying to get through some of the new ones. All we did, we watched that Hot Frosty. We did do the most Xmas thing ever yesterday. We watched Die Hard. That's true. We watched Die Hard yesterday. Die Hard's the best. But we did watch the spicy, sexy, what's it called? Snowman movie, which was pretty funny. Not bad. Very cute. All right, it's just about ad time, guys. Hang tight. We do 3 minutes of ads every hour trying to get rid of pre-rolls, so thank you for your understanding. And I really appreciate you sticking through the ads because they do help support the stream quite a bit. It's a great way to support. So hang tight. We'll be back. I'm just going to grab a new color. And then when you're back, we're going to go check out the Discord, start the prediction, and get on to the next color. So hang tight. Hang tight, all right? Frost was a tame Hallmark movie? You think it was tame? I don't know. It was pretty good. I have this sweater from Die Hard as a Christmas sweater. That's sick. Lily G, welcome in. How you doing? What is up? Hopefully you're having a good one. What color am I going to do next? I think I'm doing this one. What color is this? 3011. The other green color. All of the greens apparently is what I'm doing today. I should also get a stretch in. How about we do a bit of a stretch? Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Ad time, yeah. Die Hard is such a good one. So ridiculous. So much sass. I'm very well, Lily. We are just stitching away. I can't believe it's already been an hour. We're gonna get that prediction on. Actually, it's been an hour and 7 minutes. I should get that prediction on right now. Let me just thread this. Well, how's your weekend been? What you been up to, Lily? Amazing line, yeah. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, I remember. Good. All right. Let me get a little bit of a... Whoop. Written in blood, I know, right, Kazzy? Let me just get a little stretch in. I'm doing pretty good, Lily. What have you been up to? How was your weekend? Oh, baby. I do these slow. Okay, so this color gets peppered in everywhere and is again mostly in the beard afterwards, but I'm gonna have to split this up. I have one stitch at the top and like a few more to do there. Then I'm gonna have to stop and we're gonna continue from up there. Do I want to do that? I could jump around a little bit. I don't have that much floss though, but there's not that many of these stitches. How much floss do I have? How much did I grab? Probably not enough, but I guess we're gonna try like that. I'm just gonna jump. We got jumping. He's going to be the worst with all of the jumps. Let me just figure out where this needs to go. Those three are there, so I need to do this down here. And that's where we're starting, all the way down there. But everyone's back. Welcome back, everybody. So let me start the prediction. Over under 100 stitches. That's what we're doing, over under 100 stitches. How many stitches do you think I do today? Let us find out. Let's go have a look in the Discord also. If anyone has posted anything today, find out. Show me what you've got. Oh, Sandrala over here. 2 book sleeves and a bookmark set I made for my sister-in-law to go get the book I got her. Ooh, to go with the book you got her? Very nice. The book bags. Those are really cool. I like how it's got the Lord of the Rings map and everything like that. Very sick. And a wallet I'm working on right now for her kiddo. Aw. Very cute. Awesome stuff. I love all the stickers on your sewing machine. Happy Kins over here working on us. Oh, you're the hand warmers. Nice. We got a couple of those from Queen's mom recently, like last year for Christmas, 2 years ago. Very cool. Awesome stuff. Here's Raven's stuff. Just add the citizen over here. So these are some of the beadworks they've made. So that's like a little Thanksgiving. It's like a gourd with a bunch of stuff, with a bunch of food coming out of it. Oh, we got a gingerbread man. Very cool. So how do they do the beadwork with this? And today on stream, they made a bunch of earrings. Very nice. Awesome stuff. Snowmen. We got some angels over here. Some nutcrackers. More snowmen. Very cute. Awesome stuff. What do we got down here? Yo, Fickle. Look at that. Fickle's stuff is coming along so well. Is this just very wide? Is this the bottom of it? No, it goes further down. Holy crap. How many more pages do you have, Fickle? This thing is looking mighty fine though. Oh my goodness. Yo, we got Mama Squeak over here working on that the frosted pumpkin salves and stuff. Yo, these things are always friggin' adorable. I just love the way that they do the animals. They're just super cute. The tiny little eyes, like they're always it's always adorable. Their salves. Loud Llama, I'm working on a portrait for your mother-in-law's poodle. So much backstitching left to do. It's really good. Loud Llama, you're working, that's turning out great. Awesome stuff. It's so cute. Did you make the pattern yourself? Very cool. Andy, welcome in. How you doing? Doing good. Just wrapped what I think is the last Xmas gift present, so pretty pleased about that. How are you? Did you have a nice weekend? Have you ever seen the movie Krampus? It's a recent Xmas movie that I now watch every year. It's so good. I've not actually, Kazi. Isn't that supposed to be like a horror Christmas movie? I'm working on 9 of 10 items I picked to finish before. Okay. I'm sorry, I missed this before Vintage. It's a bit weird over Christmas, but usually Tuesday to Fridays. Oh, so you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Okay, that's cool. So you're off tomorrow too. And yo, ADK Dragon. What's up, Dragon? How you doing? Welcome in. ADK. Thank you very much for that follow. I really appreciate that. Hopefully you're having a great day. This is where I was supposed to stitch. Perfect. So we're starting down here. Let's keep moving. I commissioned someone on Etsy to make it for me. 1 more week left to finish. Nice. Well, do you have a lot of... Are you almost done the cross stitching? You just have the back stitching left, or... 1 more week? We got a few days of panic stitching for us. Tuesday, Thursday on top of today. So you'll have some crafting help at least. Andy, how you doing today? I went to a Creole Christmas party last night, so this morning was lazy in bed. Lazing in bed, and today was doing admin stuff for archery duty. Okay. Working on 9 out of the 10 items I picked up to finish before you. Dueling, you're almost finished. Did you hear any of Duo's rage during the 24-hour? I think she slept all right. Mostly incoherent grunts, really. Just the normal Duo sounds? Ridiculous. Just the normal Duo sounds. Andy, how's the rest of your weekend? What were you up to? How was being social? What movies did you end up watching? But yeah, Kazi, is that supposed to be like a horror movie? Krampus is a horror comedy about a young boy who wishes for his family to disappear, which summons Krampus on Christmas Eve. The evil version of Santa. I know Krampus. That I know. They've shown up a number of times in the last little bit for Christmas movies. This goes all the way over here. How did I cross that? What is wrong with me? That was the worst cross stitch ever. There's no fixing it now, but damn. Whoop. Yeah, no, it's the right stitch. That's the right stitch. Sorry, my hat keeps getting in the way. Okay, so this one's over here. Then from here, I have to jump all the way over here. It didn't seem like that far, but it's probably about 10 stitches. Yo, ADK, thank you very much for that raid. Drops the follow and then raids in. How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much for the raid. ADK Dragon. Tiny Crafts, Big Hearts. Oh my god, Duo. We're like totally here to watch you cross stitch. How you doing? Welcome in. If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Duo, Variety Streaming Trophy Hunter. We play games and we get platinum trophies. On the PlayStation, we're going through Bubble Bobble, Dark Souls 3. I'm also playing Pogo Stuck and Jump King sometimes. I'm also doing My Time at Sandrock, all kinds of games. It's ridiculous. But we do crafting here also, and we have a big Christmas giveaway, December 22nd, for this Final Fantasy cross stitch. It's looking pretty good too. And so we got 3 more days of stitching that we're doing today, Tuesday and Thursday, and that should end it for us. We're like right near the end of this project, but it's coming along really well. ADK, thank you very much for the follow/raid. Tell me a little bit about your stream. I would imagine you might be doing some crafting yourself. Are you part of the new Twitch Creator Club? What is up? What were you working on today? Tell me a little bit about your stream. Do you play games? Do you only craft? What kind of crafts do you do? Do you have anything special coming up for the holiday season? Let us know. Okay, we're kind of going around here. We have another new color here. Thanks for the shout out, by the way, Andy. Was out drinking from 2 p.m. to midnight. I'm regretting it. Damn, Andy. Big hangover. There's also a ton of shitty straight-to-Tubi movies with Krampus. Yeah, there's a ton of them, Kazi. There's so many. Tessa, welcome in. How you doing? I'm a multi-crafter and I sometimes game. I live in a zoo with my kids and animals. I hear that. I have 2 cats. I have a baby on the way, though. Due in May. What kind of crafts do you do, though? You multi-craft? What is your current obsession? That's the best way to put it. So I feel like the multi-crafters have a current obsession, and then they move that around all over. Very much hungover. Was it a movie night tonight, or were you out and about in the city? Okay, 2. Oh. I do two, then we come down here and continue like this. Okay. Did I miss another stitch? No, I didn't do those ones yet. Or did I? No, I think I did. When did I miss you? No, I didn't do that one yet. Okay, that's fine. It's just in the worst spot possible. Okay. You're very much hungover. I'm sorry to hear that, Andy. Hopefully you're surviving. I'm like... Being incredibly sleep deprived is almost like being hungover. Although you don't feel necessarily as miserable, you're definitely so groggy and tired. It almost has the same feel. Almost has the same feel. I was out at a Christmas place with Mass. Oh, like last year. I remember you sent me a video of you. Yeah. Yes, like last year, Andy. Like the Christmas bazaar almost, but it's like a massive outdoor drinking thing. Sounds like a ton of fun. Yeah, that's the one. Did you go with the same people every year? Hopefully it's not too far from your place. Yeah, we don't have giant drinking tents outdoors. It's a little too cold over here for that. Rather be indoors. There is in Quebec City, you can go to like this ice hotel. That thing is pretty cool. I went when I was probably a teen with my family. Good times. Random visits to Quebec City. Was I a kid? I was probably... I probably wasn't that young, but I wasn't very old. Not really obsessed. Just plug away a bit at a time at everything, really. Knit, crochet, cross stitch, diamond painting, tatting, bobbin lace, quilting, Legos. I was working on an itty-bitty house on stream today. Nice. Would you like to share that, ADK? We got a great Discord if you want to join. We've got all kinds of crafters in there. If you want to post the little tiny house you're working on, show us what you got. I'd love to share it with everyone. They'll get a little chance to see what you've been working on. That's really cool, though. No obsessions, just literally plugging away at everything. How do you decide what you want to work on any given day? I guess it just depends on how you're feeling. Usually how it goes sometimes. Save words. I wasn't really young, but I wasn't that old. I was alive, pretty much. Save words. Is that a command that you have? I was alive. I was alive at the time. Thank you, Lily. Oh, I've been to the ice hotel. It's so cool. It is, Kazi. It's pretty sick. You have one out west in your area? Or have you been to Montreal, Quebec? I should set it up. Save words. I have great sayings, Taxi. I have great sayings. The thing is, okay, look, I wasn't really that young, so I wasn't like 7, but I wasn't that old. I was probably like 17 or something like that, or maybe 21. Like, I definitely wasn't that old, but I wasn't young. I'm not, like, it makes sense in my brain, okay? It makes perfect sense. It just sounds stupid. On the 5th day of stress, Miss My Duo gave to me 500 pets, 4 waxing strips, 3 doppelgangers, 2 rainbow cats, and a baby in a pear tree. Dueling, thank you very much for the biddies. I really appreciate that. Hopefully, if you guys saw your pets there, 500 pets. It's 500 pets this year. We added some doggos and stuff. I need you to send me a picture of one of your doggos. Maybe I can add it to Andy. I think I missed that one. Could add the tortoise also. You've been to, Kazi was in Montreal. When was the last time you were in Montreal, Kazi? My mood and what I haven't worked on in a bit. Oh, that's fair. I'll post a few pictures of what I have made in Discord. Nice, Raven. We actually checked before. Do you need to get dinner started? What's for dinner tonight, Raven? You missed your calling in life as an insurance advisor in the US? I'll send one over. Nice. When I was 12, Fred is definitely a Christmas animal, or 13. They're all Christmas animals because there are animals. Okay, so from here, I need to jump here. I hope I have enough floss. There's going to be a fair amount of jumping, but I might be okay. All the jumping that's left is self-contained to the beard. So I should be good. This entire beard is going to be actually done. Besides, like, the outline. All of the stitches inside should be good. Okay, perfect. Down here, around there. So is the tiny house you're working on, is that more of a kit? I've seen a lot of people work on these like little tiny like diorama kits that look really cool. Or are you full on making this custom yourself? Because that's pretty sick too, but it takes a lot more know-how to kind of ad-lib an entire tiny house. It's a kit, okay. You haven't been since, okay. Must have been a fun trip though. Do you remember what you did when you were out here? Although it would have been a while ago, so. I've never been further out west than like Texas, so central time zone. I've never been further west than that. I've been to like Ontario a bunch of times, but nothing really further than Toronto. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Where are we going? 2 more stitches here. 2 more stitches here. It was for a hockey tournament. Oh shit. Do you still play hockey now? I can't play ball hockey because they shut down our damn rink. They tore it down. And there's no word yet when we're gonna get a new one. So hopefully at some point during the summer I might be able to play, provided I'm able to with the baby and everything like that. We'll see. We'll see. Mainly, the reason why it's easier to play during the summer is because when the summer hits, all of the places that normally have ice for ice hockey during the winter, they don't keep everything refrigerated for this. It's just so much. It's much harder and more. It costs a lot more energy to have an indoor rink. So not everything has an arena. So they just kind of keep the boards up and they rent it out the ball hockey. So that's what we usually do during the summer. But since it's winter, can't really do that. Everything is dedicated mostly to ice hockey, so it kind of sucks. No ball hockey for us. No, only recreationally, mainly during winter with some friends. Okay, I stopped around high school. I mean, I only do it recreationally also. It's beer league ball hockey, or it would be beer league ice hockey, but I never played ice hockey when I was a kid. And the wall is now finished. Sandrala, congratulations, that's awesome. Very quick. So if you do post something ADK Dragon, let me know. We'll go have a look. If you want to join the Discord, I'd love to share it with everybody. Okay, Where are we headed? Where are we headed? I think we're going from here. Do I go up first? I guess we'll go up first, and then we'll go down. I don't know if I have enough floss, but we'll see. There's these 2 stitches. Then I have a few more to do over here. Oh, I have to be very careful. What? I have to be very careful. There's an emptiness here of stitches. Let me just double check that to make sure it's actually empty. I have to grab the master pattern. Grab the master pattern. We'll have a look here. See if there is a hole there. Damn. Okay, I almost made a mistake. Let's see. Okay, I have to be careful. I'm good. Just had some friends over to help us get your Christmas tree up. Nice. Hopefully you had a lot of fun with that. What do you got planned for the rest of the day? You're gonna decorate the tree with the kiddos, Tessa? Well, this was easy enough because this color was able to go around. Not every color is gonna be like that though, and hopefully I didn't jump through without thinking before. So I'm just gonna do these stitches and try and be careful here and get these ones finished. I still think I have enough floss to do the rest of these colors. I don't think I have that many stitches left for this color to begin with. We're gonna start slowing down with we went at a pretty good clip at the beginning here, but we're probably gonna start slowing down now, mainly because I'm doing the colors. I split it up. There's a couple of colors that have a lot of stitches, and then there's a couple of colors that have barely any stitches. So a lot of the time is going to be spent color switching and stuff like that, which usually slows me down quite a bit. So we'll see how this ends up going. It's going to be an interesting time for the prediction. Fixed or posted? Okay, we'll have a look in a moment. Give me a second. Let me just finish up this color, and then we'll go switch on over. I'm cross-stitching and resting. My husband is back is still messed up. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. At least your friends were able to come help with the tree, though. I'm sorry to hear his back still hurts, though. That really sucks. This is the last 3 stitches, I think? Yeah, last 3 ones. How goes the stress, Miss Polyful? Pretty good. Chickadee, Polyful, welcome in. How y'all doing? Polyful, it's going, it's coming. Oh, I keep messing up. There you go. I keep going through the wrong holes. Stressmas is coming along pretty good. We're on day 5.
Stressmas, my duo gave to me 500 pets, 4 waxing strips, 3 doppelgangers, 2 rainbow cats, and a baby in a pear tree.
Always the wrong hole, Cassie. Hey, I'm showered, smell gorgeous. That's good, Chickadee. How's your day going? Oh, what is up? Hopefully you're having a good one. What is happening here? I just unthreaded something, apparently. That is unfortunate. The last few stitches, and I have to unthread. Sorry about that. Camera full ahead. Polyful, how are you doing? Do you ever 3D print gifts for family and friends and stuff? Like, what have you been? How's your Christmas going? How's your Stressmas? Do you have anything you still need to do before the end of the season? We only got 10 days to Christmas, which is insane. Where has the time gone? Oh, I missed the announcement. Congrats. Thank you, Polyful. Thank you. The announcement was when the Stressmas started on day 1, but I know a lot of people missed the song and stuff like that. So I only officially announced it in the Discord today. But yes, thank you very much, Polyful. I appreciate that. In May, the baby's coming in May. Gonna be an interesting time for sure. Very excited, nervous, but everyone's been incredibly helpful and generous, and very thankful for the community we have here. But how you doing, Polyful? How has everything been? What is up? There's the pin stitch. All right, let's go check out the Discord and see what ADK was working on. Chickadee, what have you been up to? It's been a great Sunday spent with that. Gonna get 1 more hour of Infinite Nikki in before bed. A bunch of people seem to be really enjoying that Nikki game. Is it officially out, or is it like early access or something? We need to work on another color. Yo, Sandrala, look at that. Look at that wallet. Looking very nice. Awesome stuff. The button and the clips for all the cards and stuff looking really cool. And then we got the tiny house. So this is what they're working on. Very cool. Tiny little kit. So you have all the pieces separated. You have to start putting them together, eh? Very cool. So do you have to do any painting, or are they stickers, or do they come like this? Or is it like really a lot more? Is it already all like colored in and stuff like that? Or like how involved is the kit? Perfect. So yeah, Loud Llama, how much do you have left to stitch? You have 1 week left. Do you think you'll be able to get it done? How much are you working on the project? Well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. I would say do a clever way of telling us that you're a potent and queen is fertile. It's possible, Dueling. When's your birthday? Who knows? Okay, so the next one, 6-2. That would be fairly late. They usually I don't know how late they allow you to be now. Usually at a certain point they try to induce you or something. Well, I'm not sure. It'll be interesting. It's pretty close. You think it's officially out? Okay. You make ornaments every year. I can post a picture if you want. For sure, Polyfold. Pop it in. It's paper to cut out and glue. Lots of glue, lots of glue. 2 weeks over is max. Yeah. Okay, so what's the next color? What am I working on? We did 611, we did 311, 3011, sorry, 912. I'm gonna work on, which one do I do now? Which one do I do? I have 9, 890. Which one was the 890? 890 has a lot, no? Yeah, that one has a lot. That was a bit darker though. Yeah, we're gonna do the 890. This is gonna be for the staff. The trident. Let's do it. This one's gonna be a bit easier to work on. One's gonna be a bit easier to work on. Have you done a lot of those kits before, 80K? Okay, let me drop this. Hopefully I have enough floss. I don't think I have much jumping to do, so hopefully this will be good. Okay. 5 pounds, 12 ounces. Depends how big the baby gets. I was 2 weeks late, but I was only... Oh, wow. 5 pounds, 12 ounces. Wow, okay. If it's over 2 weeks, then there can be issues, even with a small baby. Yeah, I've done a couple before. Ooh. Because it all depends. Every situation is different. That's what we've come to realize. Nothing works for everybody. Done and done, Polyfo. Let's go have a look. Before I start with this next color, still making knots and stuff. What do we got? Show me what you got, Polyfo. Oh! This year's ornament, 11 days till Christmas. Can you change the, does the number change? That would be sick. If you have other blocks, or they're like dice, I guess, so you can rotate it and switch it. That's really cool, though. So how many ornaments do you make every year? Okay, there's the nut. Yeah, those are 2 blocks with adjustable numbers. That's sick. Awesome job. Really cool. Okay, so hard to pick out some of these colors. Okay, so I think I'm all the way down near this part of the staff. Yeah. There's probably some lighter colors I could do before I did this one, but yeah, there's probably other colors I could have done before this, but anyways. We'll do it. This is not exactly the way I've done any of the other colors in this, but oh, this is the wrong spot. I'm in the wrong spot. I'm glad I noticed. I'm glad I noticed. Wrong spot. Yeah, those are 2 blocks. I only need to make 4 this year. Only 4. What was the most you've ever made then? How's life outside of that? How's the family? How's everything going? How's work? Still busy? You're still in the office some of the days of the week, right? You haven't changed jobs or anything? Anything new? Anything I should know? Okay, where are we going? Not there. I need to be down... Where is this? Maybe I was in the right spot, but something is off. There's that one. There's those ones. Okay, these 2. I should be over here somewhere. Okay, so I was too high. I think it's down here I needed to be. This is where I start. This is where I start. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so we do that stitch. Then we do this one. There you go. Perfect. 8, but I have 2 less families to deal with this year. 2 less, oh boy. Okay, I understand. 2 less, that's a lot less. Okay, so we're down here. 2 less families. So, anyone have recommendations for... Has anyone watched a lot of the new Christmas movies that have come out? Because every year, there's always those, like... Now they're not even just Hallmark Christmas movies. You got those Netflix Christmas movies. Although some of those are considered, I guess... It's that same style, right? So I've only watched that the hot, frosty, like, snowman movie. I know there's a few more that look interesting. Anyone got any good recommendations for ones they've watched this year? New ones. We've watched quite a few over the last couple of years. Because whenever they come out, there's always like a good handful of new ones. We saw the one with the postal service, like it was the Santa's like it was like a postal service in like some weird ass town that no one likes to work in. It's like too warring. This one's more like this one was a animated one on Netflix. It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. I think they did a really good job. Interesting little story. I can't remember what it's called though. But that one was pretty cool. Love Hard was really good. That was like last year or the year before. I think it was last year. Because I'm pretty sure we were in this place when we watched it. Love Hard was pretty good. Yes, Claws. Claws with a K, right, Chickadee. It was a very, very good film. Love Hard was really good. It's about this guy, sort of like, he was messaging some woman on like a dating app or whatever, but they were like in different parts of the country, but he was using someone else's picture, and she ended up like flying all the way to his town because she was trying to get out of like family stuff or work stuff, or she was doing something. I think she was writing an article or something like that, and then it ended up being that like obviously he was not the person he said he was, so he was like, I guess, pretty much catfishing her. Oh, whoops! I went too high here. That's the wrong stitch. I need to frog these. Is that another spot? There's another empty spot here. I have to be careful about where I jump. But yeah, Love Hard was pretty good. Interesting movie. You watched Claws twice last year? Have you watched any Christmas movies this year yet, Chickadee? What would you recommend? We watched the one with Brooke Shields. It was like Christmas in a Castle. Christmas in a Castle, or I think isn't that one from this year? A Night for Christmas or something like that. I think that one was this year's. I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, I'm doing. Ooh. Is that 2 there? Christmas, a Castle for Christmas. That's what it's called. A Castle for Christmas. That was the one. That one's Brooke Shields. That one's cute. I want to watch Violent Night. I think it came out last year. Yeah, Violent Night. Doesn't that one have the guy from like Stranger Things in it or something like that? Can't remember his name. This is where I'm going. That is where I'm going. Perfect. Okay. So I don't think I have to worry about going through emptiness. We should be fine. Actually, I haven't watched any Christmas movie this year. Not feeling it. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe when it gets closer to the time, maybe it'll be a little bit, you'll be more in the mood. Yeah, I've watched The Usuals, White Christmas, Polar Express, Miracle on 34th Street, the black and white version. Oh, really? Wow. I need to watch Christmas Chronicles and Grinch. Oh, I watched Muppets Christmas Carol 3 times already. I haven't seen the Muppet Christmas Carol in years. It's been, it must be decades actually. I don't know the last time I saw that. I would imagine Disney Plus has that. Muppet movies are always pretty fun. Yeah, you haven't felt it since 2019. I mean, it's been, yeah, I can hear that. It's been a rough number of years for everybody, I think. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is a staple with your brother. We watched Die Hard. That was the Christmas movie we watched this year so far. Peter and I just got into a debate about the Home Alone movies. I like Home Alone. Home Alone's great. It's ridiculous. What was the debate though, Bus Driving Pony? In 2 years, you will be able to recite most of the Christmas movies by heart. You will have to heard/watch them so much. In another 2 years, maybe, well, who knows? At some point. I mean, like, when they're really young like that, it's not like they, I guess they get distracted with movies too, but I don't know when you start doing all that. I didn't even decorate this year. Polyphone. I mean, if you have, sometimes, I mean, if you're all alone or anything like that, there's almost, I mean, it could still give you some cheer though. You never know. Do a little tree. You don't have to do a big tree. That's the thing. Get a small tree. Persian, welcome in. How you doing, dude? What's up, Persian? Hopefully you're doing well. How was the weekend off? You had a rare Saturday off. How you doing? We're just working on Ramu over here. Working on a slightly darker color than I would normally, but everything is very strange in this project. Everything is very strange in Ramu. Hard to keep track of. I don't like the Home Alone movies, really. Yeah, I know Queen doesn't like them. I started with Home Alone as not a Christmas movie, and we were disagreeing because there's a Home Alone 3 slated for next year. But he pointed out that Home Alone 3 was already made. Yeah, Home Alone was made in 1998. It just doesn't have Macaulay Culkin in it. We had that movie. There's a scene in it where one guy gets hit right in the nuts, and I remember laughing my heart out for a long time because you don't want to get hit in the nuts, but when someone else gets hit in the nuts, especially in movie form, it's just, it's too funny. I don't know why. It's like The Simpsons. Man gets hit in groin. That's gotta win. Man gets hit in groin. You can't. Comedy gold for some reason. You also have today off too. You had 3 days off, yo. But I'm assuming you're going to be working up until Christmas, right? So you're going to get a bunch of days in a row. Hopefully the 3 days off were nice and refreshing. What'd you end up getting done? So why are they making a Home Alone 3? I don't understand. They already have a Home Alone 3. Unless it's got Macaulay Culkin in it. Why are they remaking Home Alone 3? I don't understand. I think they even have more than that, to be honest. Okay, this is his, like, keep. He's got a keep out here. I have a bunch of stitches to do. Trying to figure out where I'm actually going here. This is like where the majority of my stuff is. So here's another 3. I think I pulled that color out too, but I can't remember. I have normally a lot of dark colors that I'm doing today. A lot of the lighter ones have like 4 or 5 stitches. I'd be here forever if I was constantly doing color changes. I had to mix it up. I had to do some that had a decent amount of stitches and some that didn't. I still have a few, or I still have a bunch for like Tuesday to do. And then I'll have a lot of small stuff to do on Thursday on top of all the black. No worries, Polyphone, no worries. I also have today off 3 days in a row. Yeah, the new Home Alone has... Oh, they're making another one with... I didn't know that. That's interesting. But I mean, like, is it his kids? How in their right mind would they write a story about a guy that gets left home alone by his family, grows up to have his own kid, and what does he do? Leaves them home alone on vacation. Like, I feel like you would be traumatized so much throughout your entire life that you would never let that happen because it happened to you, and you'd make extra care. It's like whenever you make a mistake when you're cross-stitching. You make a mistake and then you're like, damn, I don't want that to ever happen again, especially if it's a big one. So you try to take extra care for as long as possible, and eventually you'll end up making a mistake again, but you're extra careful for as long as possible. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Just because it happened to him, it would never happen again in his life. Not to anybody. Although I guess that happened twice. Maybe that's just his character trait. He's just it's like a family trait, just very bad at planning their vacations. You don't know? You haven't watched the trailer? I just saw it on YouTube, okay? He's happy to stay home in his underwear eating day-old pizza and playing video games? That's true. Why not? What's wrong with that? Yeah, what's wrong with that? Sounds like a great time. That's what Queen wants to do throughout one of our days. Maybe not just be in our underwear or anything like that, but I mean, just playing some video games together and eating copious amounts of food. Copious amounts of food. Food all day. It's the Christmas tradition. Just overeat. And make sure you don't look at the scale. Sounds good, right? Sounds amazing. Maybe the plan is to sneak away from the family so he can stay home alone. Imagine. He forcefully decides to skip out on vacation. That's possible. But then what's the plot? Where's the rest of the plot? I feel like we're missing something here. I'm gonna have to pin stitch. I am running out of floss. I'm gonna pin stitch right here. I'm a pin stitch right here. We did a lot of his cape, which is cool. Did a lot of his cape here. Perfect. Oh. Okay. So, from there, I need more floss. This is the 890. 890. Okay. Dude, after the last missing person thing over here, the plots can't be unbelievable anymore. I mean, yeah. But it's not that. I mean, like... Yeah, sure, it's a missing person. That's the entire plot of the movie, but... You know, house getting robbed or something. Maybe, well, it's Home Alone, right? He doesn't have to be left left alone by accident. Maybe it's on purpose. You're right, it could be different. And like basically it's a robbery, it's someone home alone and there's a robbery. And there's one person trying to stop him. Although then again, I guess it wasn't really a robbery in the second one. They're basically just trying to murder the kid. And he's trying to stop him. So yeah, Persian, what were you up to with your 3 days off? You get some errands done, play some games. Have you watched any Christmas movies this year? Seriously, daytime soap operas writers look at this case and went, no fucking way anyone would believe this. And then they do it anyways, Taxi. And then they do it anyways. Taxi, what are you guys up to today? You're just gonna try and mount your screen, or are you guys meeting up with Yumino's parents or her father later? we're just going to, I have to clean a bit. I have to work on I have to work on day 6. Hopefully get day 7 done also. Couple of things to work on today. Exactly. Next one will be the drones over New Jersey coming to abduct him. Imagine. Okay, so that was over here. Now I have to jump to this side and we have to move down. Okay. So we're going up on top here. Candy Cane, do you have any big gaming plans over the Christmas break? You said you're going to your grandparents, your grandmother's, right? Who lives somewhat close by. What did you hit plat-wise this year? I know Andy hit... Andy, what did you hit? 200? 225? 2 something? Andy hit 2 something. Maybe it was 250? Andy hit 2 something. Or maybe it was 125. Andy hit some milestone and then he was chillin'. Although he did do the hidden cat game. I think you hit something too, or you're close by to it, and you're trying to make a big, like, I know you're working on Crash 4, but not quite there yet. I'm trying to remember. Too many games. That was for Thanksgiving. I'm flying back to Michigan for a week on Friday. Oh, that was for Thanksgiving. Okay, I thought it was for Christmas. Which will definitely hurt my normal gaming plans over a break. Seriously, eh? Okay, you're going back to your parents' place. Okay. I thought for some reason those plans were Christmas, not Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm almost done this color, but I have to like jump in the middle here and do 3 stitches. I have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. So if I do 3 stitches here, I should be 2 away on the right from that stitch. Yes. Okay. We're 2 stitches away from this one. We come back over here. Oh my goodness. And there she blows. Very nice, very nice. Okay. And then I have to go 1, 2, 3 down from this one and then finish that. And that should be not the last stitch. We're almost there, but that's not the last one. There's still one more underneath. Just to the left. I'm at 77, though I would like to figure out how to get to 80. I've been playing Liza P, and then I started Gree during the 24-hour stream, thinking I'd planned it before I decided to find cats. So that should be a quick one. Gree is not very long, to be honest. 1, 2, 3. It's very quick. Some of the trophies are very annoying because they're like super cryptic or whatever, but I mean, if you're looking stuff up, it's not that bad. The game is pretty fun though. It's not overly that gamey. It's more of like an exploration game almost. I mean, it's still a platformer, but it's nothing too extravagant. It's absolutely gorgeous though. Amazing graphics. Neva looks more like an actual game. I have to think about how these stitches work. If I do that stitch there, there's this stitch here, and now the rest of this, he has another part of his cape that is here. I have to try and figure out if my stitches... I think that doesn't go through. I think that's fine. So that's... I'm trying to think if this would go through the empty space, but I don't think it does. That's 2 away, 1 down. That's right here. I have to go 3 more away and 1 more down. So that should be right here. That should be 1 down in between and then 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that should be right here. And then the next one is going to be... doing these random ass stitches in the middle of nowhere is always such a pain. And that should be down here, one to the left and one down. Or skip one to the left and one down. And then I will pin stitch. And then that is that. We're right at the end here. That's that color. Okay. Another one down. An hour and 55 minutes in. We're 2 hours in. I still got an hour and a half left. Can I finish the rest of these stitches? I have no idea. I mean, I got to chapter 4, I think, and it is very pretty. And yeah, Taxi, we've really lost any sense of common sense. Going, he got a cold and told us to stay away. Oh, really, Taxi? Okay. Going to get some wood shims, cut them to size and mount the monitor, then grocery shopping and cooking dinner. Dude, everyone is going on about drones around now. It's stupid. So why is everyone going on about drones? I feel like I missed something in the news. Got the chapter 4. I think we've really lost any sense of any common sense. So what's up with the drones? What am I missing here? Sorry, I missed all those answers, guys. Trying and count all these damn stitches. Okay, those are all done. We got part of his cape. The dark stuff really pops for whatever reason. Okay, next color. What are we doing? Yeah, you missed a lot of crazy people. Nothing to worry about. I guess that is good for me then. Did I grab this color? Number 9. I did grab this color. Number 9. Okay, we're doing number 9. Number 9. Let's do this. It's gonna be mostly down here finishing off that cape. Everything else. I have some of these stitches. Where do they go? This is gonna be enough with all of the jumping I have. We'll find out. Okay. People have seen planes in the northeast, but are morons and think they're drones for conspiracy reasons. Planes. They've seen planes, but think they're drones. Interesting. Fun stuff. What the internet brings up. I'm glad I missed that sort of thing. Okay. Why are you all hanging here? You're not even that heavy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I need to make a knot. We're doing number 9. There's not that many of these stitches, but there's some. Okay, so we're doing... Where am I going? Okay, got 2 stitches there. Are they all on the left side? Do I have any over there? The hardest problem is with this many colors and this many symbols, it's so easy to miss something. Okay, I think they're all here. But see, now I try and count, and I'm obviously missing a couple, but I don't know where they are. There's another. Okay. And there's the other 2. Okay. So I think I found more or less everything. How do I want to do this? I guess if I'm jumping, although I have to make sure I can actually jump through this. Okay, so there's 2 stitches right here. I think it's these 2 stitches. That means there's a lot of holes here. I can't jump through everything. I'm gonna have to pin stitch a lot. That sucks. Okay, so those are those 3. Those are those ones. Took a nap. Timmy, just in time for the game. Who are they playing tonight? Or did you miss part of the game? I feel like, no, it was starting an hour and a half, 2 hours. The game must have started by now, something like that. Who are the Colts playing? You woke up for the first drive. There you go. Look at you. Just in time. Speaking of sports, I'm currently in 2nd place in my hockey pool. Had a very bad night last night and someone passed me, which is unfortunate. They must have got a shit ton of points though, because I didn't get no points, and I was still ahead of them by a few, and now I am behind them by a few. So I mean, they must have got like 18 points last night. It's kind of ridiculous. That's so many points. Okay, so that color's done. That stitch is done. Although that stitch looks like crap. Not much I can really do there. It's the way that it's setting in between. And if I try to bring it around, does not work. Okay, so we pin stitch here. All of the pin stitches. I have to be careful because, again, this is not fully stitched everywhere here. I'm gonna do this one and this one. Okay. Cut. Okay, next. Denver Broncos. So I don't follow hockey at all, but I have a friend who's a huge Bruins fan and I watch scores just to troll him. That's actually hilarious to me. Bruins are usually fairly good though, to be honest. They have not been terrible in a very, very long time. I'm not even sure the last time I remember them missing the playoffs, to be honest. They usually do pretty good. Not come play. Well, yeah, okay. Come playoffs. I mean, it's hard to be good in the playoffs. That's just the way hockey is right now. There's a lot of parity in the league. It's very hard to be very good. That's all down there. Oh, that's the here. Ah, okay. I actually can jump from here. So if I do this stitch, maybe I would put it here. No, I would put it in the corner here, actually. So if I did this one, that one goes all the way down there. Okay, perfect. This is 5 stitches. Exactly as many as I have. We're doing a little line down here. Easy peasy. Yeah, not come playoffs. I mean, yeah, that's just the nature of playoff hockey. It's just very hard to get a good run going. And it gets harder and harder, especially since they have so many games. Like, they're playing 82 games in a season, then they have to play playoff hockey. Overtime, the extra stuff. Like, I can't imagine, like, just the amount of games. Like, they're in peak physical condition, but they gotta be exhausted. I did one 24-hour stream, and I'm just dead. I can't imagine back-to-back games. Like, you're playing, like, you're sprinting for, like, an hour straight. I mean, the games take 3 hours to finish, but at the same time, I mean, like, they're not always on the ice or always playing. Like, it's the same thing with, like, football. They got offensive and defensive teams. They switch back and forth. Okay, so that one was there. Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Why did I do both of those? It was only supposed to be one. I have to frog these. See, my brain's not working properly. I did one too many stitches here. Now I must frog. Does it really matter that much? Probably not. The colors are probably so similar, you wouldn't even notice that I messed up that one stitch. I did an extra one of this color. But you're not going to get the proper effect. This is why you have different colors with the pixel art. Oh, the frogging. It's okay. Color doesn't have that many stitches either. None of these colors have that many stitches. Basically just suffering through all of the exact same stuff. So after 75 candy cane on PSN profiles, it doesn't really have any milestone till 100, I believe. I believe at the up until the first 50, you get a milestone every 10 plats. I can't remember. I don't think 60 or 70 has, but once you hit 50, it slows down. It goes every 25 games. So like 80, I don't think is a milestone, but maybe it is. I can't remember. It might switch to 25 every 25 after 100. So are you just trying to hit 100 by the end? Sprinting, you're sliding on ice. It's not doing much. Sure, but they've done bad enough. They fired their coach this season. Oh, really? So the Home Alone 3 trailer, I found it. Yeah, that was fake. I'm dummy. Aw, bus driving pony. That sucks. I would have been pretty excited that they would do something. It just didn't make any sense to me, like what they could have done. I think that's way past beyond him in his life. He's just like, I am finished with this. I will never do that ever again. I was thinking that might have been like that, but yeah, it's every 25 or so. It's not like 80. will be marked on there. Yeah. Yeah, but you just want to hit 80 before the end of the year. You still have a few more to go. I doubt you're a dummy. Sometimes those trailers look super real. Also, they literally make remakes of every movie imaginable. It's true. It could have been plausible, but the only way I would have said that the third one would exist again is if, like, as if it was gonna be like with the original. No Macaulay Culkin, no Home Alone 3. And yo, Math Wiz, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate that. If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Duo, Ryan Stream and Trophy Hunter. We play games, we get plants. Currently, we're going through Bubble Bobble and Dark Souls 3, so it's been a pretty crazy time. Very hard games, my goodness. But I've gone through all kinds of games this year, a lot of JRPGs, action games, platformers, all different kinds of stuff. But on Tuesdays, and now because we're in the middle of panic stitching Stressmas, we are doing our cross stitch on this Sunday. We got Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday for crafting this week. We're going to finish this project on Thursday, and we're giving it away on December 22nd. The Final Fantasy Summons piece. It is looking pretty mint. We're working on Rambo. This is the last summon I have left before I am done. But Math Wiz, welcome in. How you doing? Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Let me drop you a follow. Tell me a little bit about your stream. What do you do on stream? You're doing some crafting. Do you do any cross stitching? What kind of crafting do you like to do? And tell me a little bit about, do you play any games? Do you have any big plans for December, stream wise? What do you have going on? Tell us all about your stream. What do you have? And would you like to share any of your crafts if you want to join the Discord? You love it? I appreciate that. How are you doing today? How was your stream? Hopefully you had a good one. No balls today. No balls today, Valhub. Valhub, how you doing? Welcome in. I got the Christmas hat though. But my face is not littered with balls. At least not right now. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a pin stitch because that is not going to... See, if I did every single one of those stitches, I would have been fine because then I could have just jumped around. But I don't even think I'd be able to jump around. Those are empty stitches also. Okay, I'm going to... If I'm gonna have to do a pin stitch, let me just finish off all of these. I have to jump, I have to jump. Let's go do the jumping. I was doing cross stitch. I am a serial head starter. Oh my god. I do other crafts like crochet, diamond painting. I play some games, mostly Stardew and League. But I'm going to do a Zelda one soon. Which Zelda game do you plan on playing? You're a serial head starter. My goodness. How many heads do you have started? Because those are massive. I can understand not being able to finish them. They're huge. But to start even more when you haven't finished the others, that is... I mean, it's understandable. Those projects are too big. How many do you have on the go right now? Valhub, how you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good one. It is nice to see you. How was your weekend so far? Did you have fun over the 24-hour stream? There are my balls. Thank you, Timmy. My balls are always at your disposal. Relaxing day. I'm glad to hear that. You have 15 heads started? Holy crap, that is a lot. I'm torn between Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Wind Waker is fantastic. I never beat Twilight Princess, but Wind Waker was such a good game. I remember when I was a kid being extra upset about it when it was announced because I wanted, like, I think there were test renders that they had showed for like a more realistic looking like Zelda game that was going to come out on the GameCube, and I think it was like fake test renders for like Twilight Princess, but then Wind Waker came out and it was all cell shaded and everything, and like this was when the PS2 started coming out and we were excited for, like, you know, a more realistic Zelda because that would have been sick. And then we got Wind Waker, and Wind Waker is an awesome game and I love the art style, but when I was a kid at the time I was disappointed. But that art style grew on me so much. It is timeless. You can't, like, those games will always look fantastic, where like old school realistic looking PS2 and GameCube games just look like crap. Wind Waker, my beloved, it's so good. Wind Waker was the first I ever finished. Twilight Princess was the best graphics. Twilight Princess does look really good. Although I think a lot of people would argue that the newer games definitely look a lot better. Just like what's it called? Breath of the Wild and everything like that. Those ones look pretty good. Okay, so I need to do some stitches here. So from here, I'm gonna go here. I have a couple of stitches right there. You're against the new ones? You don't like the new ones? How come? I never played them, so I don't know. I haven't played a Zelda game in many years, but why no love for the new Switch games? A lot of people seem to really enjoy them. Okay, so we are over here. We're just gonna finish off this color. Very close to being done. There wasn't that many of these. There was not that many of these. I'm glad we got it done pretty fast. I went downhill, starting with Skyward Shield. So the thing is, a lot of people really like that one, but I just never was a huge fan of the motion controls. I just never, I did not have much love for the Wii. I liked Wii Sports, and some games were cool, but for the most part, for me, motion controls are a huge gimmick. I'm not a massive fan of them, but a lot of people really like Skyward Sword. Surprised you're not a huge fan. Yo, Lila, welcome in. Nice to see you again. How you doing? It doesn't feel like a true Zelda game without structure. So that's the thing. I mean, it's like you get these mini dungeons, sort of. It is definitely a different game, right? It doesn't feel like the old Zeldas, but it's like the new Final Fantasy, right? It doesn't necessarily feel like a new Final Fantasy. It has a lot of the same themes and stuff like that story-wise, but it doesn't have necessarily that Final Fantasy feel with the gameplay. So it's like a mixed bag. I do like the new Final Fantasy, but it doesn't necessarily feel like a Final Fantasy. It has Chocobo, so I'm happy. I wanted to throw my controller with the terrible controls. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not a huge like motion controller person. The same thing, I mean, like, but apparently the Switch version, I'm not sure how they adjusted the controls with it, but don't they have like a version you can play with like more modern controls? I'm not sure. That or they just kept it the way it is. I don't know. In any case, Skyward Sword and the new Zeldas are definitely very different games to each other also. Lila, how you doing today? We also have an ad break coming up, guys, so if you're crafting with me, get a stretch break. We do 3 minutes of ads every hour trying to get rid of pre-rolls, so thank you for your understanding. And, thank you very much for sticking through, because it honestly helps support the stream quite a bit. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Get a stretch, grab a snack. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to finish this color, and then before we get into the next one, I will I'll get a stretch in, but when you get back, we'll switch the colors. We'll even go check out the Discord if anyone's posting anything. If you want to post something, Math Wiz, before you head out, I know you probably have some post-stream stuff to do, but if you want to post anything in the Discord, we'll have a look at it right after. So drop it in if anyone wants to do ! Discord for them. Yeah, this color's pretty much done, actually. We're gonna get a pin stitch right after this. I'll do a stretch in. There you go, that's it, basically. Got this guy's cape. Okay, so if that's the stitch, I'm going to pin stitch here. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Is there another color I'm somehow missing here? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Okay, I think we're good. That's the last of that one. We did a couple of dark colors, which I haven't been doing lately. At least not early on in each one of these. Thank you, Mama Corpse. I have it, but I never tried it on Switch. Okay. Lila, how you doing today? It's nice to see you again. What is up with you? All right, so these are all erased. Let me get a little stretch in. Oop. I'll do the next stretch that I usually do. Oh, I'll get a third stretch in afterwards. Timmy, are they winning yet? Are the Denver Broncos any good? Mom, of course, what have you been up to today? Hopefully you're having a good one. It is nice to see ya. Okay, I have to get the next color ready. What am I grabbing? That was number 9. I don't have too much left. It was 24. Alright, we're gonna do some of the small crap ones. So 24 is literally a single stitch. Let's get that done. Doing a single stitch. I have 2 colors that I'm doing single stitch today. So that's fun. Candy cane with the pagoda's done. Do you have another cross-stitch project that you're working on? I think you finished the old fairy with the dragon a while ago, right? Did you ever finish that Yuffie? How many colors did this person have to begin with? 51, I believe. Broncos are in wildcard position. Oh, really? Candy cane, do you still follow the Detroit Lions? I know you're more of a college guy. Do you now follow... Well, I guess the Denver Broncos. Denver, that's your team now, Candy cane. I never finished the fairy. You never finished the fairy? I thought you did. Candy cane, I thought you finished the fairy. Oh, man. You never finished the fairy. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so if that's there, and that's there. Yo! Not Zelda, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Yo, Ham and Taters, welcome in. Zelda, nice to see ya. If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Duo, Verizon Streaming Trophy Hunter. We play games. We got platinum trophies. We're going through Bubble Bobble and Dark Souls 3 right now. Both vastly difficult games. Surprisingly enough, Bubble Bobble is way harder than Dark Souls 3 though. But we do a lot of crafting here. Also, I'm working on this epic Final Fantasy cross stitch we're giving away in less than 10 days. On December 22nd, we got, what, a few more days of Stressmas, 7-8 days. We're on the 5th day. We have 7 days of Stressmas left. We got 3 more stitching days. Today, Tuesday, and Thursday, and then we're going to be done. Silenced Hero, welcome in, nice to see you. So not Zelda, thank you. You're doing some just chatting. What were you up to today, Zelda? If anyone here doesn't know Zelda, definitely go check him out. Awesome dude, great friend, known him for years. Another fellow Canadian. Also give them congratulations. Their wife is pregnant as well. Due around the same time as mine. Zelda, we announced that my wife is pregnant also, and she's due in May. So we're gonna be fathers at the same time. It's gonna be pretty sweet. How you doing, Zelda? It looks like you're getting so close. I wasn't expecting you to be back so soon after the 24-hour. We're surviving. We're surviving. I was pretty groggy yesterday, but we're surviving. Silence Hero, welcome in. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good one. As your first ticket this year, man. Enjoy. Cute. We should start a club or something. Thank you, Ham. We finished Bloodborne today, then played some guessing games. Nice. GG's for that. Congrats on finishing Bloodborne. Was that the first time you finished it? Not that I think you've played it before, right? Okay, so the one bright stitch is right here. There's one color. I'm doing color 24. It's very, very bright. How was your stream today, dude? Zelda does all kinds of variety streaming, lots of FromSoft, lots of RPGs, lots of action games, does a lot of guessing games, chills out, chatting with everyone. He's been on and off for as long as I've been streaming very seriously, but every time he comes back, is always welcomed with open arms. That's 2 tickets for you, Silence. Yo, Hugh, welcome in. How you doing? This looks amazing. Thank you, Silence. How you doing, dude? Wild Horse. Couldn't keep him away. So, Candykin, you never finished the fairy. Since the fairy was a kit, the floss was honestly a bitch to deal with. And then, so much confetti. That sucks, Candy Cane. So, are you ever going to finish it? Does it go and show me what you got exactly, Math Whiz, or in the cross stitch, whatever you want. If it's cross stitch, put it in cross stitch, or you can put anything and show me what you got. Canadian Dad Club, ignore the CDC is already in an acronym. There were some beautiful musical numbers at the church today. I love music. Yo, Hugh. I'm glad to hear you had some fun. You're just relaxing the rest of the day? Welcome in, Hugh. It's nice to see you. How's your Sunday been so far? Much needed rest, I'm sure. Do you have all your Christmas stuff done and prepared? I don't know, maybe should, but then I keep finding new patterns and have other patterns to finish. That's fair. Especially if the other one's being annoying. Why would you want to do that? Alright, let's have a look in the Discord to see what MathWiz is posting. Oh, so this is the serial head starter. Do you have some pictures of your other projects? Did you just start this today? I mean, it looks like you got quite a bit done. All the confetti, there's so many stitches to these heads, like hundreds of thousands all the time. Good progress so far, though. What do we got down here? Rochelle working, 10 colors left, almost finished. See, look at that. Rochelle has to finish all of Siren and all of Carbuncle and has 10 colors. I have to finish all of Ramu, and I still have 40 colors to do. I have 4 times the amount of colors in less space. It's ridiculous. You started 2 days ago? Okay. What's my language? I switched on my keyboard. I didn't realize. No worries, Hugh. It's all good. What I meant to say was I finally finished the baby blanket for your coworker. Congratulations. That's awesome. So what's the head supposed to look like, MathWiz? There's a lot of really cool pieces they have. That's not what I want. Boom. Okay, next color that I have a single one for is this one. 3756, another very bright one. We're doing a single stitch for it. And yo, Aaron 3me. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Thank you very much for that follow. I really appreciate that. Ham, how have you been doing lately? Did you end up going back to school yet? I know you were thinking about that a while ago. And Zelda, what are you up to with the rest of your weekends? Do you guys know what you're going to have, or is it going to be a surprise? We're making it a surprise, so we have no clue. If you have to get to some post-stream stuff, by all means, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Drifty Allison, welcome in. How you doing? I'm doing good, Aaron. I'm doing very well. Have you cross-stitched before? Are you a crafter? How many hours of napping did you get yesterday? So I slept from like 11 o'clock. Like I only went to bed about an hour after I finished. And I slept till about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So I slept for like on and off for like 5 hours. You napped like 4 hours? Like, because I kept waking up and falling back asleep. So I napped on and off. But then we went to bed at like 9:30 and I woke up at 8:30. So I mean, or we went to bed at 10, something like that. It wasn't too bad. I got enough sleep. I got enough sleep, I want to say. Okay. Pin stitch here. Get this pin stitch here. Perfect. I've cross-stitched before, but my favorite hobby is crochet, gaming, and diamond painting. What kind of games do you like? I do a little bit of crochet too. I've never diamond painted before, but I only learned how to crochet last year. Crochet is a lot of fun. Goes very quick. I can knit also, but I've knitted a lot more than I've crocheted. Paul, welcome in. How you doing? You're making me want to cross-stitch right now, though? Do it, Aaron. Why not? Oh, okay. Not too bad. To mess up the schedule? No, I'm not too bad. My sleep schedule should be fine. You're doing good, Allison. I am 229 stitches today. Would have been more, but I napped for nearly an hour, then played video games. What were you playing, Allison? It didn't look any worse for wear this morning? Yeah. Paul, how you doing? Welcome in. I did 522 today, but I know I have to work, so I stopped. Oh, MathWiz, what do you do for work? I've been playing COD recently, but Minecraft and Valorant have been some favorites of yours. Okay, so you do a lot of multiplayer stuff. I tend to play only single player things. Been a while since I played anything multiplayer other than like some co-op stuff, not really shooters. Okay, so I have a couple of blues to do, so how about we do those? I've done 24, I've done 9, I did 3756, I did 890, I did 8, did I do 895? Which one's 895? I've not done that yet. I guess I could do that. 895. Might as well keep working on these dark colors. Let me do this. This is quick and easy. Not that many stitches for this. There's like 7 of them. Go grab a little bit of floss. Finish this one off. Yeah, you like playing with friends? It's always more fun to play with friends for sure. Okay, so that one's done. It was good. We went to the kitten knitting store. My mom wanted circular needles and pretty yarn for her new sock obsession. Yeah. It was like hand dyed. You run a business. That's awesome, Mathwiz. Hopefully it's going well. Not easy. I work as an indie video game developer on top of all the streaming and stuff. So it's not always easy. My god, the raids keep coming in. Theon? Theon? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Let me know. Welcome in. How you doing? Thank you very much for that raid. I really appreciate that. Siren the Goblin. Lemon arsonist? Ooh. Are you starting arsons with lemons or are you burning the lemons? I'm not sure. Thanks for the follow though. Box for a hat. Welcome in, Box. How you doing? If anyone doesn't know me already, I'm Duo Variety Streaming Trophy Hunter. We're usually playing games over here. I've been going through Bubble Bobble and Dark Souls 3, and we do trophy hunting. Last one, Taeon, perfect. Yo, Rez, thanks for the follow. Rezl Brute. So yeah, we play games over here usually, but since we're trying to finish this project to give it away, we're doing a lot more cross-stitch streams now. Usually I cross-stitch once a week. The Jax Effect, welcome in. How you doing? Thanks for the follow, guys. So yeah, we're going through Bubble Bobble and Dark Souls 3. I also play a lot of different kinds of stuff, but right now we're doing some cross-stitch. We're giving this away on December 22nd, so less than in a week from now, next Sunday, we're going to be giving this project away. I've been working on it for about 6 months. We also got a couple of other cross-stitch projects we're giving away. A couple of rainbow kitties, some very cute stuff that I worked on earlier in this year. So we have a kitty sleeping on a PlayStation, and we have a kitty sleeping on a book. So we're giving these away this year as well. And everything's looking mighty fine. Everything's looking mighty fine. So, Taeon, tell me a little bit about your stuff. New to the stream, thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate that. I'm dropping you a follow. Hopefully I can come check you out sometime soon. But you're doing some crafting today also. Thank you very much for the shout out. What kind of crafting do you like to do? Box, thanks for the follow. Chickadee getting a ticket also. Tell me a little bit about yourself. What kind of crafts do you like to do? Do you play games on stream as well? Do you have any big projects coming out for stream this December or for the new year? What do you got? Jen Wolf, welcome in. Those kitties are very cute. Those are getting given away also. Chickadee, you have 23 tickets now. Congratulations. So yeah, tell us about your stream. Hopefully you had a good one. Yo, Timmy. My Stressmas song. On the 5th day of Stressmas, my duo gave to me 500 pets, 4 waxing strips, 3 doppelgangers, 2 rainbow cats, and a baby in a pear tree. Yes, my wife is pregnant, due in May, and we do 12 days of Stressmas. And I make a song with animations and all kinds of crazy stuff. For the last couple of years, we've been doing the 12 days of Stressmas. Everyone gets to hear my horrible singing, but thank you, Allison. But it's always in good fun. Hopefully you enjoyed my so far 12 days of Stressmas. Every day we get a new verse. It slowly comes along. It slowly comes along. Okay, so where's my stitch? I think I'm stitching right here. Yeah, right here is where my stitch starts. So I'm going to do it in the corner here so I don't have to deal with the knot again. And then we'll go in and around. Jen Wolf, how you doing today? Welcome in. It doesn't make it any easier to live through. It's all part of life, right? It is, Twinkle Toe. What did Twinkle Toe say? Sorry. Warlock's father is in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that. So that's where I'm at right now. He's finally sleeping. That sucks, Twinkle Toe. Mentally draining. I'm sorry to hear that, Twinkle Toe. Hopefully he's gonna pull through. Kyle, welcome in. I am good. My plans got canceled, so another day of gaming and knitting. Kyle, what are you playing right now? How's the knitting going? The kitty on the stack of books just reminded me, is there a way to repair a book with water damage? Got a book on Princess Diana yesterday. It got wrecked with water damage. Let it dry out. I actually have a book that got pretty water damaged. I left it out in the rain by accident. And I let it dry out in the sun, and actually... it's readable, it's fine. It has a nice little crinkle to it, like a retro book, or not a retro book, but like a, you know, when you're playing a video game or like in a movie and there's like a book that's been left out, like in the middle of, I don't know, it's been left out forever, basically in a tomb somewhere, and it has this like really interesting, weird, thick feeling to it, and the pages kind of crinkle, like, it's readable and it has a really cool feeling to it. but it was totally by accident. And yeah, that's what happened to my book. I need to watch some Christmas movies to lighten up the mood, and I never got into these cheesy Hallmark movies. Really, Twinkle Toe. Which one's your... We watched Die Hard yesterday. That was fun. You cross-stitch and crochet. I learned how to crochet last year, Taeyon. Right now, I'm also panic finishing some crafts for Christmas gifts. It's the Stressmas spirit, Taeyon. I've never actually seen your time-lapse stitches. Oh, you've actually seen my time-lapse stitches on YouTube, and I'm super inspired by them. Well, I appreciate that, Taeyon. That's really awesome. Did you create this pattern? I'm actually... You're doing good. I'm glad to hear that, Jen. Wolf, I did not create this. This was made by Pigstitch, my friend Pigstitch, but you can get the pattern here for free. Pigstitch is also an awesome dude if you want to go check them out. But yeah, the patterns are... the two patterns are there. You can check it out. Today was a lot of Minecraft, and other than that, I played a lot of Power Wash Simulator, and the knitting is going good, making a beanie and glove set for a friend. And finished the beanie today, and started the fingerless gloves too. Two at the same time. Wow. I saw a TikTok trend of people dipping their books in water and letting them dry to get them to look weathered. Yeah, it works, Lone Wolf. I did it by accident. Sounds like a... Terrible. Oh, it's just pattern. Yeah, it's just... this one's just pattern. It's just pattern for this one. But anyways... it's because next year will be just pattern, and then this year's pattern will be pattern 2024, so... What a wholesome... Yeah, no, terrible. Anyways, so yeah, Taeyon, that's really awesome. I'm happy you saw my YouTubes. I'm gonna try and get more YouTube stuff out cross-stitch-wise, because I have a new YouTube cross-stitch, like... this, sorry, YouTube? And basically all it is, what's it called? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, and that's 7. Okay, perfect. Anyways, so it has the time lapses from my original channel on there. I have to move the Chrono Trigger one over, but I want to make shorts and stuff like that, and we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see what ends up happening. But that's really awesome. So what kind of games do you like to play also? Crafting is good fun though. I learned how to crochet because of Pigstitch, who made this pattern. I do a lot of stuff with Pigstitch. Lots of collab stuff with him. He is a great dude. Can I finish my pin stitch here, please? I just need to get through a hole that it won't let me. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. There you go. Oh, I have to look at it. Might be an idea for my brother some Christmas. I'm cross-stitching some Pokemon sprites myself. I'm lucky to have all my sewing, crocheting, knitting, and cross-stitching Christmas gifts done early this year. That's good, Jen. Yeah, the Stressmas panic stitching comes for all of us when we're crafting gifts. It always takes a lot longer than we expect. It always takes a lot longer than you expect. For whatever reason. Does that VT mean... man. VT. Virtual tube, I guess? Or you're a VTuber? Okay, these ones are all done. Got the pin stitch in. I have... which colors left? I think I only have 2 left. The 155 and the 333. 155 and 333. Neither of them have that many stitches left. I'll have to double check everything. Seriously though, right, Hugh? Are you making any gifts this year, Hugh, for people? Or for Christmas? I know you're doing the baby blanket. Lila, how's your day going? Posted a pic of the set so far? If you would like, Taeyon, if you want to join the Discord, we have a great crafting section. If you want to post anything, we'll go have a look right now. I'll actually wait a little bit, give Taeyon a little bit of time. If they want to post anything, we'll go share with the class. Okay, so I did all of these. 611, 301. 301 I did. 611 I did. 912 I did. Okay. I did 890. I did 890. I did 895 just now. I did both of those, and I did number 9. Okay, so that's all done. All we have left, 155 and 333. So we're gonna do 155 first. It's a bit of a lighter color. Yo, Misty, welcome in. Thank you, Allison. I was stressed that I don't have nearly enough time and then I finish everything with plenty of time. I mean, that also happens. That's a nice feeling though, Kyle, at least. Someone sent help. I decided to check out what the fuck is being stored in my room these days, and I found a small box full of you name it from grade school and my first year of high school. Really? What was the most surprising thing you found in that box, Misty? Can you share? Sometimes it's a fun little trip down memory lane, honestly, Misty. Going exploring at my mom's house because she keeps literally everything. Sometimes you find some really cool stuff that you forgot about. I started the year before, so 2024 gifts. I started 2023 December. So I got my brother's Futurama cross-stitch and my husband's Witcher cross-stitch done. That's awesome, Jen. So I played the entire Witcher 3 dressed like Dandelion, and then I bought a lute to become a real bard. I'm still learning how to play the lute. I'm not very good, but I love The Witcher 3. Such a good game. The Witcher TV show was really good too. I started reading the books. Invest yourself in the literature and all of the lore. Cool stuff. Have you played the games, Jen? Dub, how you doing? Welcome in. My favorite of all days. Okay, let's see what we got in the Discord. So, Math Wizard also dropped in another project. So they're a serial head worker. They got like 5 or 6 of these heads on the go right now. So many projects. Got Bus Driving Pony over here. Started up a scrappy blanket to use my stash up. So many blankets, Bus Driving Pony. So many blankets. And then, oh, you got a nice little thing here. Also did this because hyper focus. Did you start and finish that all in one day? Good job, Bus Driving Pony. Then you got Kyle here working on some new knit stuff. Love the colors. Very cool. Very cool. And we got some cross-stitch stuff over here. So we had Mama Squeak stuff before. Lefty started a new project. About 3,000 stitches each. 2 different projects. Your Lefty, your double fisting cross-stitch projects. Hopefully that goes well for you. We got the pet tax this morning also. Oh, the doggo. So cute. Wants all of the attention. Poor mistreated dog. Doesn't get enough attention, Lily. Doesn't get enough attention. Oh my god, the cat is so cute. It's just trying to look outside. It just needs to see what's going on. It's freaking adorable. Yaw. All of the cats. Oh my god, the cat's in the tree? Not my cat, but my ex's cat approves of the tree. Aw. Very cute. Oh my god, just right up in there. Friggin' cats, man. My old family cat did that once. I literally saw her in the middle of the tree, like just chilling. No fear for her life, just on a branch, right head level in the middle of the tree. Yeah, I should be. I only have 2 colors left and I don't have that many stitches, so it should be fine. Well, let's see. What do we got here? Maybe Chickadee? Yeah, Trails in the Sky, first chapter, Provincial City Roland. This has been a JRPG playlist. If anyone wants to listen to it, it's pretty good, not bad. Check it out there. You thought so, Chickadee? I haven't, and I kept falling asleep whenever my husband played Witcher 3. Really, Jen? Have you watched the show? Oh, it's definitely a box Mom has packed, since it's mixed into the same box, okay? How are you doing, Misty? You're doing all right, just fighting this metallic thread. Oof. What was the devil's pubes, as everyone calls them? There's not that many stitches for this, but I do have to jump around a lot, which kind of sucks. Yeah, there's no way I can do all of those. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a lot of pin stitches. Oof. Okay. Let's start off on the right side and we'll work our way left, or I'll start off on the left side and we'll work our way right, like I do usually. Okay, so I need to start here. Yeah, Right here. Perfect. My ears picked up. Your ears picked up, Chickadee. I think my favorite of all is a Valentine's note from a girl in my class in high school. We had barely started to know each other the way we do now. I had to send her a pic of it. That's awesome. It's cool that you're still friends with her. So that's a really good memory. I hadn't seen it either. Might binge it with my husband for stay-home date night. Oh, it's such a good show. We were, when we watched The Witcher, this was 2 years ago, I think. We were sick with COVID over Christmas, and we couldn't do anything, so we just watched The Witcher. And it was so good. It was the perfect storm of not being able to do anything and just being off of work and sick and all this other stuff, and we just watched all of The Witcher. It was really good. Yo, Kazi, I stayed out of the Witcher TV show talk? Oh, really, Kazi? Not a fan? I thought it was good. I liked it. Have you read the books, Kazi, or just... Okay. Okay, I need to keep jumping down. These stitches are just everywhere. Okay. We do this, we do this. I 1, 2, 3 away from here. We do this one. Okay, that's good. Very quickly running out of floss with the amount of jumping I'm doing. But the show, oh geez. I love the books and the games, but the show, you didn't like it? I liked it. I don't take any of that stuff too seriously or whatever. I know you're in film or whatever, so a lot of that stuff you're a lot more critical of. The books are pretty cool though. The Last Wish is so confusing, but I mean, like, they kind of captured that confusion in the show because you don't know what the hell's going on. It's everywhere, all over the place, all the time. Like, the book was so confusing when you're reading it because there's so much time lapse, time changes. Like, it's a book of short stories and it is coherent, but at the same time you just don't know what's going on. And it's very similar in the show because of all of that also. So I thought that was good. You haven't been good staying in touch. Been years since we last had a chat. Oh, really? Well, my body's aching a ton from the cold, but as long as I can get up from the floor I'm currently sitting on, I'm good. Oh my god. That's one show me and Mirrodin still need to watch. We watched The Mandalorian, which we started watching on our first date. That's going to be a hilarious story to tell if we ever have kids. Your first date, The Mandalorian. One of our first movie dates, me and Queen, were watching all of Planet of the Apes. Those movies are not great. Charlton Heston. That was our first big movie date. I had downloaded every single Planet of the Apes and we were watching them together. I don't even think we finished watching them all. We moved on to some better stuff. I can't even remember why we started watching Planet of the Apes. Jen Wolf, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. First season was a decent first season, to be honest. My husband was sick with COVID during Christmas time as well, but I mostly played Skyrim. I mostly played Skyrim for him. Oh, really? I haven't watched the third season, Kazi. I like the first two, and we just couldn't get into the third one for some reason. I don't know why. I can try and see it as its own thing, and I felt like it just rushed explaining things. Okay, that's fair. I could not finish season 3. I barely started season 3, Kazi. I don't know why. We watched the first 2 seasons mainly because we were sick and we watched all of them together, and then we just haven't started season 3, or I think we watched 1 episode and we just didn't continue. Bedtime for me, Duel. Always great hanging out. You too, Chickadee. Have a good one. You adore the old Planet of the Apes movies? Seen the new one? They're actually insanely good. They're not bad, the new ones. We only watched the one Planet of the Apes. We only watched the first one. I'm only going off season 3. Okay, so the season 3 I barely watched. The first 2 are really good though. I really like the first 2 seasons. I just have not had the chance to actually go through the third one. And it's like, I think one of the things was, before we watched it, you find out that Henry Cavill's not going to be back as The Witcher for season 4. And then that makes you want to watch it even less. Is this in the right spot? first date started at 4:30 on a Saturday with dinner and Minecraft. We started watching YouTube videos. I mentioned I hadn't watched The Mandalorian despite loving Star Wars, and he turned it on, and we were 3 episodes in before he realized it was 8 a.m. the next morning. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, eh? Time flies when you are having fun. Okay. Trying to figure out what's going on here. But I would like visually looking at what is the stitch and what isn't the stitch and all this other stuff is making my brain go burr. My brain is not having a good time right now. Okay. So that's this stitch. Pin stitch here. So I'm not done this color yet. I still need to go to the other side. There's still a few stitches I need to do, but I don't have enough floss now. But we did all the left side, which is good. Let me just erase these stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, 155, a little bit more. I love Henry Cavill, but man, he gets shit canned with roles. He really does, eh? Well, hopefully The Witcher dies with him. Because damn. Hopefully they learn their lesson. And now the 4th season is going to have Liam Hemsworth. Did they release the 4th season yet? When's that supposed to even come out? 155. Okay, last couple of stitches here for 155. No clue. We laugh about about it now. Because it's like, I'm not tired. We just didn't want to end it. Yeah. But 1 a.m. that was only what, 3 a.m. for you? That 5-hour time difference is a killer. Hopefully you guys get to fix that in the near future. I know it's not an easy thing to do. Long distance relationships are hard enough when you're on the same continent, but being in a completely different time zone, a completely different country, continent, it's rough. First season of Mandalorian is some A+ TV. Yeah, Mandalorian was pretty good. I liked it a lot. It was pretty fun. Oh, I have probably need a lot more than this small amount of floss I got. Why did I only grab this small amount of floss? What's wrong with me? I have to figure out where these stitches go. That's the other question. So I have to do 3. One's down in the beard there. This one's by these 3 stitches. It should be right here, up against the chocobo here. So we're gonna do these ones. And then eventually I'm gonna pin stitch and we'll turn around. I have 2 more to do after that. I might have enough floss, but maybe not with all the pin stitching and other stuff I need to do here. Let's find out. Let me do this one. From here, I need to jump up and do another stitch up here somewhere. But I don't know if this is in between an empty stitch or not. So if that's those 2 there, those are those stitches. And then those 3. And then it should be this one. So those are stitches. Okay, all of these look like they're stitches, so I should be fine. I'm gonna come up here and do this. A little bit of blue right there, or purple, whatever the hell color this is. Let me get a pin stitch in. That's a stitch too. Okay, I'm gonna pin stitch right here. I'm gonna pin stitch right here. There's still so many things I need to watch. Did you end up seeing that the trailer for the new 28 Days Later movie, the 28 Years Later? Kind of interesting that they're doing 28 years. That seems like a huge jump. Very interesting though. Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks super unsettling. It's kind of crazy though that that virus just keeps coming back. Because eventually it just makes the thing go crazy, right? But it's in the blood. So I mean, like, I would think it's always the animals, because, you know, an animal goes to eat something that's dead and then gets infected with blood, then attacks someone that gets infected, and then it spreads until those things starve and die, and then rinse and repeat. Something else eats it, and it's just kind of nutty, honestly. Same. My OCD hurts when I want 28 months later. I know, right, Cassie? I was thinking the same thing. Why would they skip it? But I guess it makes more interesting sense to do the bigger skip. I don't know why, but yeah, 28 days later, or 28 months later would have made so much more sense, but it's been so long. 28 years is insane. 28 years is just insane. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's this spot that I'm going in. Yeah. So it's this stitch here. We're gonna pin stitch again, and then I have one more to do. Now pin stitch again. One more stitch. And then we have one more stitch. And then one more color. The other color's another bluish color. Do I have enough for this? Do not have much floss left. I don't want to grab more. I'm just trying to make this knot without wasting. Ugh, I can't even make this knot. It's like crap. Fine, I'll get more floss. Damn it, I don't want to get more floss. Well, you're talking about it, so it worked. What happened? Well, I mean, we would talk about it if it was 28 months later. It'd be the same thing. I'm also really interested because a lot of it is apparently shot on an iPhone 15 Pro, really, with lens and attachments. But the trailer looked crazy good if that's an iPhone coverage. That's interesting. I wonder why they, I wonder if that's like an Apple stunt, or if they tried to do it like... That's very interesting. I wonder why. This is at least the 4th time I've heard you talk about. But yeah, but I mean, like, I'm tired and I'm trying to come up with things to talk about. So we were talking about movies, and I saw that trailer recently, and it was pretty interesting. So I brought it back up, Kyle. And I think I didn't talk about it with Cassie. So just trying to see. I think last time Boynary and Peppermint, they were pretty excited about it because I think they just watched those movies. But yeah. Sometimes I do repeat myself. 4 more days before Christmas break. Yo, how long are you off for, bus driving pony? When did the kids come back? Okay, so I think this is... Where is this color supposed to be? That's the question. Okay, if that's this stitch... Above there, I have to be... Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's in his... That's right, it was in his leg for whatever reason. It was in his leg. It was in the Chocobo's leg. Okay. 1 stitch over here. And then I need the pin stitch, and then we are finished with this color for now. Well, no, we're finished with this color in general. Next color up. Next color up. Of course, I undid my pin stitch. That's fantastic. Love when that happens. There you go. Perfect. Oh, man. I got some fluff in my pin stitch, which really sucks. I think I pushed it back. Okay, I recognize this. Is this Wild Arms? Is this Wild Arms? Wild Arms, baby. Yo, Wild Arms is so good. Yo, Slappy Jack, welcome in. Damn, the end is near. We're so close. 333 is the next color. A little bit of a darker blue. 333 is the next color. A little bit more of a darker one. Slappy Jack, how you doing? Welcome in. Yo, Cat, welcome in. How you doing? What's up, Cat? Oh yeah, I'm just saying, you're talking about how big of a skip it is, and that's free marketing for them? Don't diss it all? I guess. It's still, like, weird. You finishing today? No, Pakarati. We're almost done for the day. I'm doing one more color. Because we got 3 days of stitching left for this entire week. So I can't finish it today. We got 3 more days, so I had to split it up. January 2nd, you believe? Oh, that's pretty decent time off, Bus Driving Pony. Flapjack, how you doing today? They wanted to go for more of a grungier feel, kind of akin to the first being shot on early digital tape. Interesting, okay. Well, hopefully it goes well. It's the same director, right? Because the second movie was a different director, right? The second movie was like a different team, so they're bringing back the original people for the third. If I read right, remember correctly. Pakarati, how was your day though? So there's a shot of me finishing before you. Got it. There is a shot of you finishing before me. You have till Thursday, Pakarati. I'm playing Elden Ring, so I'm lurking. Cat, how's Elden Ring going for you? Are you doing the DLC or the OG? The vanilla game, the regular. How are you liking it though? Good luck with the ER, Cat. All good on my end. Feeling rested today? Better than I was last time. Definitely still a bit tired. Okay, so we're going to, let's start on the bottom here. Let's start on the bottom here. I have a few stitches to do down this way. We got 4 over here. The problem with these colors, there's just so much jumping and skipping and pin stitching, and I'm just constantly all over the place. It's very hard to do anything kind of fast. I did work on like 10 colors today. Hopefully I did all of them. Sometimes I do miss. I think I've worked on everything that I pulled today, so hopefully that'll be good. If not, I'll have to do more on Tuesday and Thursday. We'll probably have a little bit more time. Okay, let me do a pin stitch here. Danny Boyle's back too. Dying many times, but I'm feeling no rage, and I'm happy, I promise. So I mean, Cat, that's just the way those games work, right? It's just all about death is part of the experience. You gotta die before you can fly. Then 24 hours must take it out. Yeah, the 24 hours definitely takes it out of you. I'm surprised you've never done a 24 hour. I feel like you would have. Over the... Man, I've known you for 5 years. I feel like in that amount of time, there must have been at least one 24 hour. Yo, Big Steak, welcome in. How you doing? How's the day been, dude? How has the day been, Big Steak? Oh my god, okay. So I got 2 more over here on the left. These stitches are not kind to me. I have to go too many places. We got 2 over here. 2 over here. And stitch again. I've got 1 more all the way at the top. 24 hours is way too much, yeah. It is definitely a long time. Just need some good planning. Gotta plan the food, gotta plan the breaks, gotta plan what you're playing, what you're doing. Hard to wing it. It's hard to wing a 24-hour stream. Bruh. Big Steak, how you doing, dude? Welcome in. Cat, did you finish Dragon Quest then? Just napped all day, having adult eggnog. Nice. I always get like 1 carton of eggnog every year, and then I drink like a quarter of it or a half of it, and then it just rots in the fridge. It's so bad. I love it, but I can't drink all of it. And unless I'm drinking it with somebody, it's hard. Okay, so there's another stitch all the way up here. Stitch. Oh. Thank God you stayed in. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. Stitch all the way up here. Need to pin stitch this, I guess, over here. Small little pin stitch over here. Stop calling me out. You didn't finish it? I'm sorry, Cat. 266 colors, 19 is done, and now to prep color 20. How many colors are there in that project, Allison? 24 hours is for psychos. 24 hours is crazy talk. 48 hours is what sane people do. You guys are crazy. I buy a small bottle of Southern Comfort to make sure I drink all of the eggnog. Ooh. So that's the thing. I mix it with, I mix it with rum usually. Southern Comfort, that's its own thing, right? It's not like a type of rum. Pro Strat. I just don't know how to manage my energy for 24 hours. I get too hyped and get tired. Oh, really? I mean, the thing is, you just need to keep your brain active and doing something so that you can survive the 24 hours. If you can do that, you're fine. At least that's how it works for me. Okay. 4 more over here. Yeah, I should be done. Wrong stitch. I'm going right here. Right here. Perfect. Almost done for the day. How many stitches did I actually get done is the real question. We're just about the 3-hour mark, a little bit over the 3 hours. A little bit over 3 hours. A bit of a short day. We did have some of these colors that had a fair amount of stitches in them. That's gonna change very soon because some of the colors I have to do not have a lot of colors. I'm gonna be doing color changes constantly. But it was a bit of an easier day. I'm still kind of on the groggy and the low energy side, so I apologize if I was not overly talkative today. But you do try your best, especially after 24 hours. Still a bit groggy. I still have some stuff to work on tonight for tomorrow and Tuesday, and I still have to make the rest of the animations for everything. All of the stress miss. You guys need the stress miss. Alright, have a good rest of the stream. Hi and bye to anyone I missed. Gotta hit the shop. No worries, Taxi. You need to go shopping and catch you tomorrow. Have a good one, Yumino. Have a good one, Taxi. We'll see you guys later. You guys can put your guesses in now. We're just about done. I have like a few stitches left. Shorter day today. I mixed whiskey and Kahlua. Do you? Gotta hit the shopping. Have a great time zone. Have a good one, Taxi. Bye, guys. Good luck with the grocery shopping. We did a few things today this morning with her friend. But we still probably need some other stuff, but... Alright. Perfect. Yo, Skybeats, welcome in. Progress is looking good, thank you. It is looking mighty fine. Last little bit here. So what do we got? What do we got? This is... in the leg here. If I start from up here... Ooh. Really, you gotta pop out? Perfect. Kahlua and creme de menthe is a milk in milk is lovely together. So if you do Bailey's and creme de menthe, put both of those together on ice. Tastes like an after 8. It's a delicious little handy drink. It is perfect for the holidays. I would imagine Kahlua gives it that little bit of coffee flavor. That would be pretty sweet too. We usually use the Baileys though. But a very, very similar concoction, but we don't usually mix it with milk. Just kind of on ice. What is happening here? Okay, there you go. Getting a weird knot. Okay, so let me just hopefully... There's so much fluff. There's just too much going on in this little corner. There's too much going on here. Tons of knots, pin stitches. Oh my god. Okay, so from there, that's a stitch. These two are stitches, so I should be fine. We have two more right here. And there should be 3 stitches to the left. All right. That's it, guys. 2 hours and 5 minutes. 2 hours and 6 minutes. 3 hours, sorry. 3 hours and 6 minutes. 3 hours, 3.1 is the over-under. How many stitches did I do today, though, is the real question. Did I miss a stitch? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But you never know. Sometimes I do miss stuff, and that ruins my count. I don't know how much I did today. Is it over or under 100 is the real question. I think it's going to be real tight. It's going to be real tight. There you go. Won't be real tight. Yo, Skyby getting a ticket. Or Guinness with Jameson and Bailey's, especially if you mix it all and let it sit. That's the worst. You could also tip a bit of peppermint schnapps and amaretto into the hot chocolate. Ooh. My family calls that drink the Irish Russian because it turns into a lovely green. Oh, nice. I love you love after 8 minutes. They're so good, Jen. How can this look even nicer? It's so good, Xenia. Xenia, welcome in. How you doing? We're almost. I mean, we did a lot on Ramu, but he is a hefty boy. I've got a lot to do. Skybeat, let me get you that ticket. So guys, let me just get the guessing game started, and then I'll show you guys what this is, what it looks like. If anyone doesn't know, if you're new, we're doing a guessing game. You have to try and guess how many stitches I did today. It's probably between 270 and 330 stitches, or 350 stitches. So try and guess how many I did. Over under 100 stitches an hour is the guess. Over under, but it's going to be a very jam-packed guessing game. But do exclamation point guess space the number you think I stitched. And the person that is the closest gets the ticket. Skybeat, is this your first ticket ever, or did you have a new? Did you change your name from a while ago? Let me add you to my spreadsheet. I believe this is your first ticket ever, Skybeats. Nope, first ticket ever. Well, GG's on that. Congratulations, that's your first one. How you doing? I wasn't here for most, but hey, no worries. Pop a guess in. Let me show you guys what this looks like. Lazy Chocobo, how you doing today? Guess 2 million stitches? Pocket Roddy getting a ticket also. You could give away so many of these stitches then? That would be impressive. 2 million stitches? Yeah, I'd be able to give away a ton of these if I can do 2 million stitches. There you go, guys. That's what it looks like. It's looking mighty fine. It's looking sick. We're like, I probably have like 600 and something stitches, 700 stitches left. Something like that. It's looking sick.